2023 play-in stage. Today we will find out which teams will top both of our playing groups. Starting
refresh
off
the Reddit.
PSG,
I'll refresh it one time.
on CBLOL's Loud for a ticket in the
At this little pork chop.
stage.
Don't forget to lock the door, Lucas07.
Joined by the two most
Oh, what the fuck is that?
Ever, the rambunctious
Goldborg.
Yeah. You're too tall to be Goldberg. I'm wise.
What was that?
But yes, of course, Raz, Thunder, thank you so much for joining me. What a day.
I want Loud to win now. Yo, one of them is watching our stream in the fucking bootcamp. Yo, whoever that is, we're supporting them now.
What you're talking about.
I can see the veins popping a little
No,
bit.
yesterday I think we just saw a phenomenal
Loud.
game one.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen top lane gapped quite so hard as it was with Adam.
You're missing best of ones, honestly.
Yeah. Honestly, that's actually so real of you to say.
Don't forget the Discord prediction. Oh yeah, chat.
We just got outplayed. Straight up.
Don't forget the Discord prediction.
Lands a gorgeous hook. I'm not quite sure if that was fully predicted or Crowny sidestep out of the hook and then
PSG versus Loud.
But regardless, I feel like
Predictions not open for this game. Huh? They should be open. Oh, they are open. BDS versus Loud. BDS? PSG versus Loud, sorry.
That's been the case for even just like last year at Worlds. So the fact that they came in, game one, I was like already calling it. I was like,
nah, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. Whales versus Oysters. Oysters. Loud and Oysters. That's my predictions. That's my predictions.
The amount of Scout of the Weeks he was landing in critical moments, either as part of the engage or the few fights
Trolling?
he lost,
Shut the fuck up.
Again and again and again.
I'm not
Just
trolling.
kept denying BDS.
It's free win.
If I was BDS, I would have been full on tilted.
Yo guys, thanks for the 8 months.
Just stuffing each one of their engagements.
I mean, the results
You can join the Discord, you can vote. If you vote and get it all right, you get a prize.
That was
Pike
yesterday.
chomp.
We come into today and kind of think about where everything's going. Of course, the winners of today will go towards that best of 5. You are still having a little bit of a lifeline, of course, but I mean, we're going to deep dive a little bit more onto the picks right now.
Whales
Raz,
hater?
you
I'm
have
not a
bit of
whales
lean
hater.
right now
I'm an
on,
oyster
on our
enjoyer.
man on the
I actually
top
never...
right there.
I never ate oysters once in my life.
You just see a lot of prioritization of like old
Why does Renekton here look like an elite from Halo 3? You know the elites in Halo 3? That's what he looks like.
It got nerfed, at least from the MR perspective, and so I'll start with the game that we just saw, the BDS win that they had. First of all, if you're picking Renekton early and you know that the Darius is possible, what are you doing?
True.
It makes no sense on that front, and so he had a really tough game. In fact, he went.
Why are the co streams low pace compared to the MSI ones? Are you waiting for the good matchups? What do you mean they're low pace?
This one came out
Their website redesign is sick. How is it low pace?
So far in the tournament, they've been going 4-5 for their counter pick. When they saw the Renekton get picked up, and also when their Talia Flex was coming through, you saw Viego, Renekton, they're diving us. So immediately going towards Nico and Kennen, I thought not only
low energy. The only reason the energy is a little bit low is because I'm sick. But I feel a bit better today. So hopefully tomorrow I'm fine again. But I have this fucking infection in my lungs.
You're actually now you can't even play teamfight.
When I try and sleep, I'm just fucking coughing up shit. I don't know why, but the cough gets worse when I'm in bed.
This is a game in which you're picking Renekton early,
so I don't sleep well.
You're seeing Orianna, Xayah, Rakan. I was like, there's other priorities that are so much better than the Renekton right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think I agree to a certain extent.
I'm not smoking Zaza. I'm not smoking Zaza.
Generally speaking, his laning is quite strong. His team fighting, especially in the mid game with the ultimate, he's a tank, but also a damage dealer, so a lot of threat on the enemy backline.
There's no Zaza being smoked.
He will just soak up a ton of an
but I think it's this week and next week is the weeks where everyone gets sick. It's the transition into the winter. I think what got me sick... Oh my god, I almost spilled my tea everywhere. I think what got me sick was... I slept the last week without a blanket. I forgot to wear a blanket, so I woke up really cold all the time. But I didn't know where my blanket was, so I went back to sleep really cold.
Inside of the lane phase does very well against most melees. It's the ranged and the AP.
And then I had to change my blanket and put the big sheet on.
And kind of to support the point that you made, even though
whoa, yo, no, I slept with a what's it called? So you have the sheet, and then inside the sheet you have the blanket. Okay, I was sleeping without the blanket inside the last 2 weeks, and then I think I woke up cold all the time. But I was like half asleep, half cold, and I think that's what got me sick.
Zyricon, and all these things. And it's actually now
The
meta is
Duvet,
becoming
yeah.
more of a kite back meta than it is a dive meta. So it depends. We'll see a little bit more. But so far with how
So then I
meta's
put it
been
inside
playing out
the
in play-ins,
the blanket,
I haven't been a fan.
So
the
here's the
sheet.
thing, though, is that I think you can get away with early Renekton.
What? It's not
even
that
with those
complicated.
APs up. But I think there's more context you need in the draft. You have to make some certain accommodations, right? Like when you take
Wait, let me change
this
my
Renekton
battery.
early, you get counterpicked with a Rumble or a Kennen, and then you also draft a farming jungler or a losing prio jungle matchup. You are throwing away the top side of the map because I think Renekton offers so much.
How can you
gank
forget
assist,
your
right?
blanket when
Slice
you're
and dice,
freezing
a
your
ton of
ass
range,
off?
Easy to execute. Stun,
Well,
you press W.
I'm
So
like
then if you have
half
a
asleep,
jungler
so
fucking
I'm really
coming,
cold,
like,
but
you
I
can
don't
blow up a Kennen, and if you kill a
like
Kennen
think about
early in
getting
the
warm,
wave
you know.
phase, and Renekton hits level 6,
Does my
Renekton is
spacebar still
out
work?
facing
I feel like I just broke my
Kennen
spacebar.
no longer dominates the lane. Renekton
No, it
can
works.
walk in, face tank, clear the minions. So that's where I think a lot of teams are going wrong, is they're not drafting around that.
Yeah, and a small thing too with Talia, how prioritized she is actually failing more often than not. I think that's just teams not playing as well.
SOFM is the Wales coach?
Talia
Wait,
Renekton
really?
Is historically demonic. Like the amount of dives topside you can make
Yep.
on like the 3-wave stack is the usual. Teams haven't really been doing that.
Bayano has 40k viewers. Yeah, I'm not surprised, bro. I'm not surprised.
Dry heaving, like please
Yeah.
don't dive me.
And now our Renektons are getting dove.
It's
by the Rebels. Like,
it's
that shouldn't be
Brazil
happening.
time.
What I'm hearing is a bad carpenter blames his tools. It's the players, it's not the champion. That's what I'm hearing a little bit there. But obviously,
Did you figure out the drops? No, I'm not. I'm waiting for Riot to get back to me.
As we go on. But
Does any other
first
co-streamer
match
have
of the
drops?
day, it is two legends of their regions facing off as Maple and Tinones are clashing in our featured matchup presented by Mercedes-Benz. And I mean, these guys are just
The GOATs.
In their first featured matchup presented by Mercedes-Benz
No drops.
2023, PSG Talon are coming into the series wanting to make a
PSG
statement.
versus
Supercharged
Loud.
legend Maple put on a
What do you think about
showcase
Renekton early
against
pick? Yeah,
Moonstar
Renekton's really good.
R7.
4v5 and PSG are burning them down. Wacko goes forward and they're all being taken
And
out.
today he faces another veteran in the mid lane. Tinones and Loud are fueled
Tinones.
by revenge after PSG managed to knock them out during the
Fifth
last
international
main
event.
stage.
Damn.
PSG playing with their food a little bit before blowing up the Nexus, but there they
I had a
go.
really
The
weird dream last night, but I can't remember.
This is a huge opportunity for the CBLOL representatives.
So my brain
to
is
show
fried.
their faithful fan base that their trust is not misplaced. Both of these mid laners have been playing professional league for almost a decade and look to build on their legacy by leading their teams to the Swiss stage qualifier.
Why do you say Pedro's Pick'ems? Omega Dance. Bro, what do you mean? How is it an Omega Dance, my Pick'ems? It's day 3.
There's so much to talk about these two guys, but I mean these guys are legends within their
It's
own
day
right, within
3,
their, within
little
the
bruv.
international,
Chill out.
let alone their own regions.
Yeah,
Relax.
Like, if I take a step back, remember when
Relax,
I first
we're
started
good.
watching competitive like 2012, 2013.
We're good.
I'm like,
The Pick'ems are fine.
okay, first of all,
People were complaining yesterday that I didn't talk about the draft enough.
That's a good
No,
thing.
not
Just
Epic
look at
Games.
these
Fuck
guys.
off.
if you told me at that time that they would be still playing in 2023, insane. Like
Actually,
7
Maple versus
first-team
Tinones, that's a
All-Pros,
banger.
Started out 2013 Gamania Bears. Like for Maple in particular, just focusing on him as an individual, he's been doing it for so long, and he's been a commander on his own team. So even just hearing him,
Yeah, we can queue up and play some Fortnite if you want.
criticize Junja being
Look
a
at me,
little
I'm
bit too
akimboing
aggressive.
tees.
Like,
Bang,
he's been
bang,
there,
bang.
Done that, had the experience, and is showing.
And it is wild that Maple, out of all League of Legends players, is ranked 9th in terms of international appearance. Like, that is just absolutely
9th?
nuts
I got
to
ranked
see
9th
that
once.
He has been so consistent on this stage.
Summer
throughout
2019,
history, throughout the last decade,
LEC,
throughout
ranked
League of Legends.
9, la la
Yes,
la.
and the same
And
could be
nothing
said-
happened before League.
No,
nothing.
I don't know anything before 2009 or 2009. That's it. Everything after that is nothing.
And that's why it's an interesting matchup. 'cause
Don't
he's gonna
drink
be
too
going
much
up
tea,
against
it can be
Tinones,
bad
who's
for
done
you.
that. He's been a
Wait,
terror domestically and
drinking
every
too
time
much
he's
tea
going
can be
international,
bad for
he's had
you?
those
Is that a
big
thing?
moments.
I thought it was just water with
I'm
some
interested to
benefits.
see how he's going to be able to play this
Do
one
you
out.
remember any
Yeah,
moments?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, I remember
Which one?
it
Which
wasn't
one?
just a terror domestically because
I thought tea was just water with health in it.
that was rough.
Yeah, it was a little rough. But this, of course, is a rematch from MSI Play-In's lower
It has
bracket. This
caffeine?
time they meet in the winners, so there is a respite for the
No,
losers.
I'm
But
drinking
this
one
is
green
gonna be
tea,
a big
okay,
rematch for
and
these
one
guys.
peppermint tea,
Game one, I
and then I will
remember
drink a
Google
chamomile,
came out with a
and then I'll drink
surprise,
lemon.
advice. And let's just say he's the one that got shocked constantly. It was not just the jungle that was bullying him, it was also the push that was coming through in mid lane. Now it was Uniboy at the time. Now they have Maple, so they're just a lot more stronger. So I was concerned when I saw that this matchup was coming up, but I feel like
What do you
Loud
mean
is
my
just
heart?
playing a lot
How
better.
is it
I think
caffeine?
it's gonna be a lot closer
There's
than that.
only
And I also
one
think,
in
like,
caffeine, no?
Cloud's ball
It's the
lane is
green tea.
So strong, like best bot lane in play-ins. I would go
There's an
that far.
argument.
Like, the way they have been playing has been so strong. Obviously,
The
just
only
losing
tea
game,
with caffeine is
but
green
Root
tea.
Especially his solo kills on the Kai'Sa, the way he looks for picks in the mid game, flanked by his support, has been absolutely.
This
solid.
chat is crazy. They're not even tea drinkers.
When Loud were losing
Bro,
that,
you're not
like,
even
complete sweep
black
of the
tea.
series
Yeah,
and
but who
aside,
drinks that?
Root was
Like,
having
bro,
amazing plays.
yo,
Yeah, he was
bro,
playing
I ain't
consistent.
drinking
Then
black
he was
tea.
playing
I only
consistent
drink.
domestically,
Sometimes I
and now
drink
he's
breakfast
there.
tea.
So
That
I
has
feel like
caffeine too.
He is going to perform no matter what. That's without a question.
I think
It's
that's
about the rest of the team.
That's what I was just about to say. It's kind of about how everyone else around him kind of performs. We have seen Tinnone step up in the previous series, even Robbo getting himself a
Wait, do you
major
have black
pentakill
tea
in
with
that
milk?
game #2 as well. But I mean, we can stick on the route hype because this guy has just been so clean, and it does feel like when you secure a pentakill in the first day, like this guy's monstrous.
Yeah, pentakills are good, but usually they
English
mean
breakfast
you
tea
did a
is
lot
good.
of
Yeah, it
other
is.
really amazing things
English
beforehand,
breakfast tea
right?
is good.
You have multiple solo kills here, sniping him out with the Void Seeker.
Now
running
Root
into
is
the face of
clean.
the Nautilus and
He's
still
got that
going.
He was
dance.
doing maybe too much for our own observers because while we were highlighting some of the solo kills that he had, he then went mid lane, got a pick mid on the Orianna. He was making action happen.
Root
He
is
wasn't
clean
just
with it.
insular to his own lane. He was bleeding it.
Holy fuck.
Map, so he is Mr. Reliability.
Show the penta.
So I'm interested to see if they can get him the Kai'Sa. I don't think he's allowed to have Kai'Sa anymore. I don't think they're going to give him the Kai'Sa. He's probably just going to be banned if it's going up against him. But I do expect him to play just as good on the Xayah, the Zeri, and of course this is when they gave him that Penta.
Yeah, maybe fewer options to find
Pentakill.
mid-game picks and stuff if you're going to be on another champion. So I think that is a great ban to take away from him. But still, even if he
What?
doesn't
That's
have
not.
those tools,
Wait, his
he's
KDA is 349 against Gam? No shot. He got a penta.
Kind of like hyper carry scaling thing
Huh?
is going to be on the money.
Yeah, I mean, look, we go
That
for
score
Bournemouth,
can't be
obviously,
right.
towards PSG, and where they've looked the strongest, and it kind of leans back to what we were saying earlier about that top lane, because Aji has been doing very well at picking in those AP picks and going for something a little bit more kind of, off the cuff, if you will.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's his game
Whenever
2
you look
stats.
towards PSG,
They didn't
a lot
add his
of
game 1
times you're like,
stats.
oh, let's
His
talk
game
about
1 stats, wasn't he like
because that's where they
10-0?
Send all of their resources, or mid lane around Maple because of who he is as a player. But Aja has been the one that's been the
Yeah,
playmaker
Robo is
of
gonna
the
have a
team,
tough game.
especially versus Loud.
This
And
series,
then
I think, is about top lane. If
the
Robo can go even against Azzy, Loud will be good. But I'm not sure. Azzy is insanely good, I think. Like, Azzy's lane phase is really good.
Them. And then, of course, in team fights, his Kennen was massive. So, like, he's proficient on these AP matchups. He can play carry. He just chooses to play facilitator and tank most of the
This guy a
time.
really good player, I think,
I'm
Azzy.
expecting, though, that for more of this tournament, and also especially in today's matchup, that we do get more of those APs.
Send me some...
I think on
What?
the opposite side of the top lane matchup, we're going to be seeing Renekton still coming in very early. That's kind of the way that Loud want to play, where it's maybe a little bit
Wait,
more bot-focused,
so,
where
wait,
it's
hold
just
up.
tank
So the
the
winner
matchup,
of this
and
best of
even if
3
it's down to, 200 CS,
plays a
that's
BO5 against who? The winner of the other best of 3?
That's okay for him, but that's exactly where Aji is going to thrive when he works into these team fights. And when you have a Rumble, when you have a Kennen, that's going to put so much pressure.
Okay, so
on
they
the
play
opposite
against
backline. How
Wales
easy is it to
or
play a team fight?
Oyster,
Root,
or they
if
play
you
against
lose
second
the
place
ultimates
Group B.
landing onto you, that's
So the
when
winner
you
of this could play against
And
BDS.
just like looking at the stats once again, it kind of hammers it in that this team can play through every matchup, every lane. We haven't even mentioned Junjia as an individual that was.
And the winner of this...
Because a lot of the time he's comfortable. Like if his mid laner is popping off like Maple did, if his top lane and Aja is as good as he is, it makes.
It depends
their
if BDS
drafting
win
so
or
much
not
easier.
tomorrow.
It makes their in-game
Tomorrow
play
is a
so much
really
easier.
important day.
Junjia makes a mistake like he was
Tomorrow is
supposed
a
to
super important day.
series that, like,
BDS
talked about
need to
earlier.
win tomorrow.
It's fine. Like you're flanked by players who can perform for you.
Yeah, I do know that the Loud jungler has changed his name in solo queue and CBLOL to Son of Junja. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see where this one goes.
Is
but-
today
Yeah, if BDS lose the DFM, they're out.
Let's see what the fans predicted to win in our MasterCard fan predictions. Each day you can head over to
No way, right?
MasterCard
No way they're gonna
GG
get
on
knocked
X
out.
to participate. We got the results in here now. PSG
65% Loud.
65.4. They are loud. The fans are loud on all platforms.
Yeah, Brazil mobilized.
Yeah.
Brazil.
I've got phones. What, you guys have phones?
I got
Anyway.
2 phones. They're just like multiple accounts getting it in there. No, that's amazing. And that showcases the fandom there for both of these teams, especially this being a rematch. I'm
Loud
excited to
time,
see how it
bitch.
goes.
And now I want to get your opinion on it. We've talked up everything. We've given the highlights, the lowlights as such, but
PSG for me.
you're going PSG straight away. You didn't even let me ask my question.
I don't need
PSG
to.
2-1.
There it is.
Yeah, well,
2-0.
we're
Oh,
gonna
they're
send it over
both
to
PSG
both
believers.
Here at the analyst desk, it's here, time to send it over to Lol Park for this MSI rematch between PSG Talon and Loud.
Oh, Chelsea was griefing.
教练在赛前上去以前告诉我，我比对手还要强，而且强很多，要拿出自信来。自信心非常100%吧，超过了。
Đợt lần này mình cảm thấy là đội hình của mình khá mạnh hơn là SKB cũ. Mình cũng đã chen qua với team Caedrel. Tụi mình cũng khá là nhau. Tụi em chỉ cần là giữ bình tĩnh và giữ nhịp chủ trận đấu là tụi em cảm thấy ok.
在我们打的时候，我们都是非常相信自己的队友。
Oh no, Chelsea wasn't griefing. Chelsea was playing really well.
相信5个人。
Who was it that was griefing? Wasn't AD. Who was loud against in round 1?
Tụi mình đã khác người đó.
It was Wacko? No, it wasn't
我
Wacko.
会出现在任何地方，你们要小心我。
Was it Wacko? Slater. It was Slater. That guy was griefing.
也是来韩国呢，然后那一次比较可惜呢，就是差一场就可以晋级8强，所以这次的话就是希望可以复仇，拿到比8强更好的成绩。
처음에 이제 월즈 한국에 한다는 소식 나왔을 때부터 되게 하고 싶었고 한편으로는 이제 오히려 너무 가고 싶다 보니까 긴장도 되게 많이 됐습니다.
毕竟我之前也看在 EDG 的时候，
Oh yeah, he's a world champ.
打比赛就觉得杰第一次打比赛都不怎么会紧张，就是赢下所有眼前的比赛，进入瑞士制。
이제 브라질 팬분들은 제가 살면서 한 번도 보지 못한 열정을 되게 많이 받고요.
Who has the biggest fan base in league in Brazil? Is it loud or is it like pain gaming?
MSI 때는 저희가 가볍게 졌지만 이번에는 가릴 거고 이번에는 꼭 이길
It's
거니까
loud.
긴장했으면 좋겠습니다.
那上次我们已经2-0你们了，这次一样也会2-0。
What's your play, God? Oh my god, I'm so hyped for Swiss stage. Swiss stage is gonna be fucking crazy. We're gonna have to pimp up the T1 streaming room in the background. We're gonna have to get the plant in there. We're gonna have to pimp up the background.
And welcome to the Caster Desk. Welcome back to World's Players. My name is Munchables, and I have the distinct pleasure of welcoming Dagda in as well. Daggerballs is back, finally.
Oh, his mic's off. Okay, thank God. Dagda, my goat.
Do you know what? Last time we cast together was MSI, and last time these two teams faced was at MSI.
Are you feeling better? Yeah, my cold's getting better.
Especially from the perspective of Loud.
Today I woke up feeling like a human.
Like when you got, let's be real, destroyed at MSI.
Go to the Korean dollar store for some fun props.
They're going to be wanting to come in swinging.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, good idea. The Korean dollar store.
On Last Free Nation, they brought in some guys from the CB Law. They were like, look, the fact that you have Junja's son.
Are you going to Korea? Yes, I'm going to Korea. It's locked.
Just tells you all
I got the flights, I got the hotel, I got the office. Boom, done.
The last 3 months, and he's ready to
We're going.
crack down on it.
We're going. I'm gonna see if we can get some of the players from T1 on a co-stream. I'm gonna see if we can go hang out at the DRX office. When are you going? I can't say when, but very soon. Very soon. I won't miss any Worlds games though. So let's just say in the break between Swiss planes and Swiss, there's a 4-day break. I'm going in that break.
Are obviously going to be coming in super prepped. Like with the context of MSI, you're going to be wanting to absolutely destroy today. And
I was wondering who stole my grandpa's shirt. I guess it was you. What do you mean, the grandpa's shirt?
I think the big one here for me is like they want to try and put the squeeze in that bot lane. Like when you look at how good the bot lane performed, Root and Sales. Root day 1 pentakill. Going like, hang on lads, I'm here. I'm going to be here for a long L time. Like make sure you know exactly who I am. So I think coming into this, I wasn't impressed with PSG Talon's bot lane coming into their laning phase in their first series. A couple of mistakes, end up falling behind early. Now they did kind of recover as we got later into the game, but I think if I'm Loud, that kind of is giving me a bit of hope that maybe we can try and punish on this bottom side.
Yeah. All right, focus up.
If I'm PSG Talon,
Let's see the
I
draft.
need to see more like I want PSG
Who do you think will be in the
to stand for
finals?
patient, slow gaming today.
Yeah, Weibo.
I want them to take it slow.
Am I
I want
delusional?
Junja running
No,
ahead of
right?
the team. I want them that big circle
I'm not
comp
that
to
delusional.
be one circle, not like one circle on the right hand side of the plane.
Nocturne first ban.
No Venn diagrams, perfect circle.
Exactly.
And look, if PSG is patient, slow gaming.
What are you banning against Loud?
Let's leg it, lads, because we want them to
Cassante
go in.
could
We
be a
want them
ban,
to
but they have
fight
Rumble for
that
Azzy.
bottom lane and fight for control. We're into the draft,
Blind
though.
pick Rumble would be
Nocturne
good.
taken off the
LLL
board
Rumble
by
ban would not be
PSG,
bad.
which already I think is a good start.
Poppy
just
ban is
because
good.
If you wanted to play that slow
They could
style,
last ban
maybe play a bit
Kai'Sa
of
now,
side
but I
laning.
think Rumble ban
Nocturne
is not
your
bad
worst
here.
nightmare, so
But then you
very
give over Rel.
On the opposite side, I mean, we're already
I really think Rumble ban is a
Maybe
must for LLL.
phenomenal
Azzy's Rumble is fucking scary,
huge performance
especially if
from
they're going to play Rumble
pull
Jarvan.
PSG talent back into that, and
It
then
takes
get
away
moves
from their
on that
strength.
Jace linked up with that Maokai. So already you can see Louder saying, hey, look, we want none of that. We know that Maple is ready.
Last
for
ban
fighting
Kai'Sa is not
world
bad.
form, so let's try and remove that opportunity to try and play through a strong mid.
Nice. Now they should ban Rumble 100%.
Nicely taken off the board as well. Root going to be a little disappointed in that one. I feel like
100% Rumble ban.
that we're going to see a lot more over the coming weeks.
Please ban Rumble. It'll make your draft so much easier.
Insanely strong pick right now.
It does mean, though, there's a lot of picks.
Don't ban
like
Rel.
The Renekton's, the Orianna.
Just
these
play
kind of things that
Sejuani into Rel or
are
something.
Really, really big coming into day one that I think we'll probably continue to see coming into this. Also, just opportunities to try and go for Xayah being super high priority. And then I think that's why we see Loud questioning
Thank
here.
fuck.
Like, okay,
Alright.
go with the Rumble, but
I think Loud's ban face is not bad. They give over Rel here, they give over Xayah, they give over Renekton, they give over
Peel. It makes it kind of difficult for Loud to go for a lot of these dive compositions that they tend to.
Orianna.
Let's see. The Rumble ban is
Could be one of the
interesting
first
as well
picks.
in that a lot of
Xayah,
the,
oh, they should take
Loud
Orianna
fans
for
talking
sure.
About how Robbo can't play Rumble. Apparently, I don't know whether that's true or if it's just a meme.
I don't know if
but
I don't know their champ pools. I don't know if
certainly
Robo is
something
good
that
Renekton or
Gamble's
not.
batting
I don't know if him
against
picking
Loud,
Renekton here is good because he'll play
perhaps
Kennen.
didn't need to. It is going to be that Xayah you're talking
But
about.
Orianna
That's the
should be
first
taken
pick.
away, I
It does
think.
mean things like the Jarvan wide open, which can be very high priority. Things like your Orianna as well towards the
So he
mid
does
lane
play Renekton,
can be
okay.
absolute power picks, and then
I would be a bit scared of playing up against Renekton and Rakan. Ooh. Oh yeah, they should. I think they should do Rakan Orianna actually.
Separate that lovers duo. This is a very, very strong already early game skirmish composition that you're setting up for. You can play around
There's
the
Rel.
Rakan and that Renekton, specifically around that early Rift Tower, try and play towards that.
Rel
But
Nautilus
also,
is
like, you
fine.
can set up really well that if
Rel
you wanna try and
Orianna.
go for an Orianna pick for
Rel
Talon
Kennen.
on this next rotation where you've got
Rel-
two delivery systems already,
Yeah.
which can be very, very good. But it is already kind of a composition where you want to try and get ahead in the early stages because
I don't really like Alistar.
coming in off a flank, Rakan kind of as well. So vision control is going to be a very big thing I'll be watching out for Loud coming into this game.
Yeah, to be honest, and the topic of ball delivery as well, I wouldn't actually hate it on PSG on this.
Karthus?
Got the Rel and the Xayah, they certainly lean towards that.
Rel
team fighting,
Jarvan.
but
Yeah,
looks like
it's also
jungle pick
fine.
Might be the call instead for PSG. And again,
Can Croc-
the Jarvan certainly fits into that sort of circle comp that we were talking
Is
about.
Talia good here?
Well, I'm actually kind of
Or is
curious
that
then
Int?
what the answer is here for Root.
Lee Sin is also
I mean,
not
if
bad.
you think about it, we were saying, hey, Orianna going to be really good.
Lee Sin is
but,
really good matchup,
if
I
you're
think, in
gonna
the
take
Jarvan.
you
I like that
can't
matchup a
really go
lot.
for that for Tinons because you've got Jarvan who's going to be jumping onto you, locking you down, making it very difficult to operate with the Rel to follow up. And even for Root, a lot of those like
They could pick AD, you know, Ezreal is an easy pick.
Right now is Ezreal, right? So
Don't play
I
Sivir.
suppose you could go for the Sivir, but again,
Don't
like,
play
yes, you
Sivir.
can spell shield the damage, but you're still going to get locked
Don't
in
play
this little
Sivir.
corner. So I'd actually probably prefer an Ezreal pick up here. I know it doesn't work particularly well into a lot of tanks, but Jarvan at the moment, as you said, is kind of going Gore Drinker, Spear of Shojin. So
I
not
don't like
exactly
the Sivir pick.
tankiest of guys. Yeah.
I will say, the one
feel like
big
you're
benefit of
asking
Sivir
for a
is if
fucking-
they're all going to group up in circles. Sivir's going to
You're asking for it if you're playing Sivir into Jarvan. But let him cook. I don't know what they're playing.
And I have to say,
Sivir into Jarvan is a bit crazy.
Side of things, like he looked fantastic in his first series. Hoping to see
There's the Kennen
similar
Ben.
performance
Good.
today.
Good Ben.
The Kennen. This is something we've seen against the Renekton already. I believe that was actually playing it. In fact,
yeah.
Like if this is
absolute
I don't
desperation
think this will
top plateau.
happen.
I
But
think
if they
very
play it here
reasonable
on
battle.
4-5,
Yeah, I'm curious
they
exactly
played
what
some
else you can
degenerate
throw for
champs
them.
like
Things the
Swain,
that are up
Orianna.
there.
I think Sivir is just gonna have a horror time.
So maybe they wanna
Swain
fall
has a
back
horror
towards that, or
time.
Maybe Loud will actually ban it away. There it is, yeah. And then
Sivir
for
has a horror time,
Croc,
sorry.
He's already getting himself pinched as well. I wouldn't be surprised to see like a Sejuani ban coming through here as well from PSG.
Jack's ban, Pick'ems, boom. There it is.
That's the
Again,
last
again,
thing that you're missing
again,
here is that
again.
definitive engage tool. Sejuani kind of offers that. You've then got the Rakan and the Renekton to follow up. But
Lee Sin,
typically,
Viego down,
don't
Poppy
wanna
down,
see, like,
Maokai
Rakan
down.
being your main
Yeah,
engage
you can
tool.
go
But he's
Sejuani,
so
Renekton.
squishy,
It's
especially
fine.
against things like a Rel that can try and lock him down when he comes in.
It's fine.
To see where they're going to go here. Loud.
Don't know what else
Again,
you can
we're
pick.
wanting to see
Let's go
priority. We're wanting
Sejuani.
to see ways for them to find an advantage, to find a way to push PSG. Sejuani is certainly a champion that can find you that early presence.
Yeah.
No, don't pick Nidalee. No Nidalee allowed.
Kind of match a lot of the early clear coming through from the Jarvan, and it kind of gives you that long range ult that you want to start
I think
fights
Orianna
off.
is good.
So I like it. I think
Orianna is
start
really nice
frontline,
against their
and
champs, I
that's
think.
what Sivir's going to need. And especially as well, it's interruption for the flag and drag the Jarvan.
Could do Syndra. No, I think Azir Orianna.
Make sure that you're able to keep them
They will
placed
last pick
and just
Syndra.
try and peel for this backline.
Nico
We're gonna have the Nico
is
coming
fine,
in the
yeah.
opposite side, so PSG Talent going back towards a composition that they worked in game number 1. Now, this was where we kind of saw the problem.
What's Azzy playing? That's all I care about.
Coordinated as they would have liked to be, the communication.
They don't play
was off.
Cassante, don't be
Going into
boring.
this, I want to see PSG Talent be significantly stronger when it comes towards, hey,
Don't
we are
play
setting up our
Cassante.
objectives, we are coming in at the same time.
Or
We
Nar,
also have
don't
to
be
careful
boring.
on the outside. One of the big things we saw
They're
was
fine.
that
Oh,
they
you're
were
so
picks
boring.
on
I
this
wanted
Nico.
something
You
spicy. I wanted
need
like a
to
Swain
keep
top or
counting
something.
your minions, keep your sides warded so Maple can't find those options.
Yeah. Quite a
Yeah, I
few
think
big
they'll last
pop
pick Syndra.
blossoms as well, and it's like
Small chance that they last pick Orianna as well, but
even without having perfect coordination. Imagine if they do get that.
LeBlanc is
It's a
actually not bad as
terrifying
well.
up against the Gnar as well. Another circle to play with. On the other side now, Loud, they've got to grab a mid laner. Orianna's still up. Azir still up.
Actually,
These
I don't know if they have the
control
damage if
mages could be the
LeBlanc's
answer,
in
but
their
like
draft.
I said before, with the Jarvan, with a Rel on the enemy team, if you get out of position, it can be
Talia.
dangerous. In fact, it's gonna be that
Alright,
Talia.
chat, you know the drill.
I don't mind the Talia
Small,
here.
small
Talia's
ad
still
break. You
incredibly
can
strong.
sub to avoid
It's kinda
ads with
like,
tier 1 on
hey,
Twitch Prime,
I
and you
want
will
to
have
try
no
and
ads for the
control
rest of
your
Worlds.
engage. You can have the Azir
You don't have to though, you won't miss anything from the gameplay. And I'm gonna get pog offed, but you know the drill.
Make sure that Jarvan can't
You know the
jump
drill.
flag and drag. Rel can't jump over it. And the only one you kind of got to be careful of is our Maple even coming in on this Nico. to
Mods,
just find those
pop the
opportunities.
Gamba.
I
Mods, pop the
definitely
Gamba.
like the Talia here just adding a bit more protection.
Mods,
from
pop the
backline.
Gamba.
Plus the scaling when you've got Talia and also having this Sivir as well. Like,
Alright,
Loud,
see,
they
we're doing a
can
bit more
switch
draft analysis this time. We're a bit more game focused. See, when I'm not sick,
That's
when I'm
one
not
thing
fucking
that
sick, I can
offers more
I can focus.
almost any other AD carry,
Whose
really,
draft
is
do you like
when
more?
get, like, one ricochet in the late game, you shredded the whole team. It's kind of terrifying to play up against.
I like Loud's
I'm
draft a bit
liking
more, I
lot of
think.
What Loud to bring to the table, but PSG.
PSG's draft is really good, but it's very conditionally good. I don't know. Like, if this team falls behind, their champs don't do anything. Like, they actually just heal the enemy team. Jarv and Nico, when they're
I think
behind,
that's the big one coming into this. I feel like for PSG
They just heal
Talent,
them.
Using those ults, they can play for early skirmishes, really try and play off of the presence that you have in the mid lane. Because while Talia is decent in trying to dictate fights and keeping people,
it's a
from
case of
getting
whether
loose
Talia
from
doesn't
dashes,
int the game,
in lane, she's still pretty vulnerable.
and
especially if you go up with, like, Nico being able to get
Jarvan
a
doesn't.
tangle barb, follow it up with the Jarvan, it just becomes difficult to operate. So I feel like
Nice
that
trip.
strong
Do you miss being a caster?
PSG
No.
Talent is going to be something Loud have to contend with in this game.
I don't miss being a caster.
To see if they can contend with it. We're headed towards game number 1 here between PSG and Loud. It's a rematch from MSI. Loud looking for revenge for the 2-0 they received just a few
Prediction in the
months
Discord
ago.
are locked.
They're coming in prepped. They look great in their first series.
1,800 people voted for PSG, and 800 voted for Loud on the predictions.
This is such a big one for the Loud crowd. They want to really get a win here. As
Do you miss
say,
Medic?
put
I like
themselves-
that. I like
Yeah, I miss Medic.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I don't miss casting,
just
I miss
not
the
where they're
people.
ahead. I mean, getting yourself into a position where you are that first seed, going to be going up against the second seed coming over from the opposite group. So this is a very big pickup for Loud if they can do it. But as you say, face their demons. Last time was a 2-0 between PSG and Loud, and they'll be wanting to right some wrongs here today.
I've got to say as well.
I was playing a lot of Nico
it's
off stream
nice that
yesterday.
A, we get to
Nico
cast
is.
together, but B, we get to cast
I was
together
surprised
and
how
work
oppressive
together.
Nico
Like,
lane
back
phase
when
can
you
be.
were at LPL, these guys were at
Nico
LPL
lane
as
phase
well,
is
you
really
know, it
strong.
feels kind of reminiscent. But I'm also looking towards Junjur and Maple as that sort of mid-jungle 2v2 against Tinnos, against Croc.
Nico's lane
there's
phase
a
is
lot
really
of
annoying.
roamability on this Talia. There's a lot of pressure that Sejuani can put
Her
on, so
Q
that
base
is
damage is
good.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I think as well, just the amount of damage and one-shot
All you do in this
potential
lane is you just throw Q on him, just tick it once, and then you just farm. And he can't do anything against you. It's ridiculous.
Terrible position. So I think a lot of this is going to be a case of, hey, let's try and get some early vision down the river, make sure that Tinons has a safe side of the map to play towards, and make sure you're going to be okay. Because yes,
And then you know what you do? I was watching some Nico VODs. Obviously, when I play mid lane now, I'm watching a lot of VODs of players' lane phase. You don't press E. You level up E and you fake pressure. You walk up into the wave and make them scared that you're going to E through the lane. The second you throw your E, that's when you're fucked and they can trade back. But as long as you don't throw your E, they're always having to respect you, and that's when you just keep poking them with Q. And the only time you E is if you have a kill angle and you can like E flash. But the second you E and it's down, you get blasted in the trades.
Have been fantastic. Their first series, I mean, Root got a pentakill, like, but
he
just the laning phase.
2 solo kills, like that dude was having a day.
He was popping off. He was popping off. But the laning phase especially.
You see, Maple's not gonna. He leveled W, but Tinones maybe thinks he has. Oh yeah, well he used W now, so it doesn't matter.
100%. I think Wacko.
I wish we could see the whole lane phase, and I could show you how Maple maybe uses E as a fake pressure. See, he doesn't even level E yet, so Tinones doesn't know if he has E or not, because there's no point in having E.
So coming into this, if Root and Seos can have that same performance, as you can already see, like getting control over the level 2, even getting some hurt down on Woody,
they can't dive top.
Be an issue for PSG. So
can they dive top? Maybe they can actually. He has rage.
Already diving, Adja in big trouble trying to move over to his jungler, but he can't go anywhere.
Sejuani Renekton.
Junja wants to answer and he gets Croc. And there's another Croc on the menu right here. Junja and Robo in a 1v1. I'm not actually sure who wins this at this point in the game. And they both decide that they're not sure either.
I mean, nice job from Junja being able to match the
But Sejuani has Hex Flash. He's a Shio fan.
To try and make that play happen, but Junja just having
2 Crocs diving top.
Already up on this top side, able to turn that one around. And as he TPing back into lane, means that he gets the majority of those minions as well.
So, action-packed start already. That's what we like to see. And honestly, that's what we wanted to see from Loud. We were talking about early aggression for this squad. And I love that straight off the bat, Croc is invading. They're going for a dive and putting Adja behind in the top lane.
And it's something that we saw Loud do in their last series as well, was try and get those early plays up towards Robo, get him in control of that matchup. And from there, he can try
2 Crocs, 1 top laner. Bro, shut up.
But as you can see, Junja already knows, hey, look, Robo doesn't have his flash. Just going to spot out the Croc is already in position. Might even try and steal these away. That's nice.
Oh my god.
Doesn't even need it. Just ends up queuing, steals a bunch of those camps away. And now
it's a horror in the jungle.
For Croc, where Junja knows he has the level advantage, has the push in mid, and actually he's going to have push, I think, on this bot side as well, if Wacko wants to try and keep this invade up on the bottom side as well.
Pickham's most death so far is Renekton. Yeah, that's because of Adam.
Be enough quite there. He will get out with his life, but good bit of damage in that bottom lane. Junja gets the crab as well. And I will say, the CS lead in that jungle is sizable at this point because of that early invade from Croc.
Yeah, and I think that's going to kind of continue.
Oh, he lost his pink.
Has to back away. Level advantage for
he wants to defend it.
Does he?
Does go in, but
he doesn't believe in backing away. He's living up to the Renekton in his name, and he's going in. Root has to back away in the meantime as all in on Cess.
Oh, nice trade.
The Root is good from the feathers.
Oh my god, it's a horror game. Croc's dead.
Croc might just go down here. He's not got flash available.
That was not worth it. Unless he gets 2.
Well.
Oh, nice flash.
He flashes away from
that was not worth it. It was a nice try though. Giving kill and double buffs to Sivir is never good. But he got Rakan flash as well. Debatable.
That would have been perfect as well. Potentially double kill going across the Junja, but Root still in trouble. Wacko Global, Woody could dive this, and that's where you see Sales with the tiniest of HP. He's there more for moral support than anything else.
Yeah, just trying to make sure that the dive can't be an option for them. Absolutely.
Robo doing really good
to start this game off, and that's exactly what we wanted to see. I will say though, the fact that it's 2-2, not ideal for Loud. We were expecting them to
lethal tempo. Jarvan gets 2 there.
Junja really making the most of that play.
Yeah, I mean Junja just again.
Yeah, I mean,
level advantage. Like,
I don't know. I've seen some people play lethal tempo Jarvan.
So it doesn't have any of that. Aji doesn't end up burning flash or anything, but Junja's here to pick up the kills. So
they could have made this dive a lot cleaner actually. This dive was not clean.
Junja gets to pick up the double crab, so you can see here level advantage for Junja, and that's why I was surprised to see Croc go in. Like Junja hard wins this, especially with the passive on the Jarvan at this stage. So flashes 4 gets the kill. I'm shocked Sales didn't go down here. The heal just barely enough flashes the Q, and then the flag.
That was really well played by Sales.
And Root as well picking up a kill.
Whoa, top pressure is really good by Loud. Really nice. They have a really good timer because Sivir has Noon Quiver, so she can play in isolation.
This
is a bit deep by Robo.
Knock up onto Robo, who's got that dominance. He's tanky, but not tanky enough as Adja turns into Mega Gnar, slams
what
him
is
against the
Tinones
wall.
doing? He's trying to zone away Nico.
Maple is behind enemy lines right now. He's not
oh my god. This was so into what they just did.
Loud were too slow in the collapse. Tinones had first move, but they didn't commit. Now, Robo just about able to get out, but they left it too long. Maple able to come across. Great positioning to catch out both Croc and Seus, who had no flash after the...
PSG looking a lot better, but as much as I think PSG has got 4 kills, I think those 2 kills they just got were gifted to them.
Crocs on the side of Loud, then we've got Crocodile Dundee on the side of PSG right now. They're going full Steve Irwin in this one with 3 kills.
Steve Irwin, Pepper Hands.
Onto the Loud jungler. Dragon is up on the board. Junja getting that Scuttle Crab, getting vision as Woody.
Yeah, they're being gifted a lot this game here.
Get cheeky with it. He doesn't have vision of this right now, but he's just going to be spotting it out. Yeah, okay. Can blast Cone out to safety.
Yeah, it does feel a little bit like they're playing Knife be Spoony. Unfortunately, PSG has the knife, but Bruce wants
this
to
is
see
bad
what he
by
can
Root.
do. Takes a scoop out of Wacko, but that's about it. But the problem is that, again, PSG talent, they have the
The good news is they're playing Sivir.
Look
He has
at
to
this
flash.
Cataclysm. Forces the flash.
They're playing Sivir on this weak side, so he can just blow waves.
But with those cooldowns, with priority in the bottom side, they could even potentially look towards the Dragon because Croc is up on the top side of the map.
Yeah, I mean, but I love this look from PSG, right? When we've been thinking about PSG talent, it's been, hey, it's a little bit slow, we'll get this to come online a little bit later, but like, they're matching all these early plays from Loud, and traditionally,
They're
this
going
isn't
top
how
again.
aggressive we see Loud play, but they're trying to
Okay,
make
Herald's
it
up,
work.
nice.
It's just fumbling that little bit because Croc's behind. Sales is behind a flash, not able to get himself into a position where he's happy, and as a result,
I think they can leave the Renekton now. Just leave him.
Yeah, and in
He
the
can play
context
now.
of this matchup as well, it probably feels real good for PSG to have an early lead when it's like there's always that mental game conversation. Thinking
Yo, hit him,
back
hit
to
him, hit him.
MSI. Hang on,
Yo,
we're
Robo,
gonna
hit the
steal
Jarvan.
our hands. Junja is just gonna walk forwards and take the Herald away.
Croc is losing the game alone.
Robbery with a triple Gnar on top. Junja gets the Herald, and Ajo wants some kills as well. Pop Blossom and Croc.
Where's Robo going? Yo, Robo, whoa, whoa, whoa.
You might have stayed a little bit too long on this one. The slow comes out from Aja. They can chase this one down. Robo has flash available, and he will walk away with his life. So no kills, but a Herald for PSG. Oh, he's spotted.
No. Croc, just hop out. Just leave. But I do have that, like, a wobble.
Oh, they should not have gotten stolen there.
Because at this stage, 3 kills going across, Rift Herald stolen in his face. It has not been a
Kind of crazy that he just walked up. I think Robo should have hit him way earlier.
Yeah.
The second he sees Jarvan running, he should just run at him.
One, isn't it, when,
He has flash and ult, he can buy time if Gnar's there.
It just destroyed him, honestly. And Croc, I wonder what his username will be if this series continues how it started. I've got to know what that solo queue idea will become. Robo trying to push this in. I keep calling him Robo because I'm casting with you.
It's okay, Ushi did the exact same the other day. I was like
You're hanging out with a Rob all day, it becomes hard to say Robo. Oh dear. So far, so good for PSG. Let's
Here,
take another look.
Robo should just run at him now. Run at Jarvan. Just hit him, hit him, hit him.
Again, I think
He should have been fighting him already.
they're trying to burst it with the...
Oh, maybe the Renekton Q, he didn't expect it.
Barely mess it up. Great smite, and then the ult coming through as well. So really nice.
Wow, we're still top.
Croc and Robo though up on this top side, just trying to move in now.
We're still top.
Spot out exactly where Jarvan is, but at this stage,
Root is just sitting there watching his top side bleed.
Because you saw it in front of the face. You've still got good control over this mid lane as well because Maple has that extra kill. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a play happen in this mid lane, and then try and lean that into the bot side.
Oh, yep. Junja just flying straight into it.
Jarvan versus Telia Sivir.
Nowhere to go.
Jarvan versus Telia Sivir. One button.
One Tango Barb lands, and in that case, it's just a case of Cataclysm and the follow for Maple. And now, with the push and bot side, there's the Dragon play that you can probably set up for. Although
Yo, ball cuts, man. Hush left.
You're still having Loud trying to contest it.
Yeah, they should be able to get Drake off this.
Easily pick this up as PSG talent.
You'd think so at this point. And we started talking off.
And then there's going to be an Infernal Drake, and then we're going to get Ocean Soul. Right, chat? We're going to get Ocean Soul.
Oh, in fact, yeah, the jungle matchup is...
Ocean Soul.
In jungle. You don't see that very often.
Pick'ems, baby, pick'ems.
Phenomenal start to
Cloud? Nice, not a Cloud Soul.
But
Fuck
the
you.
side lanes are going well for Loud. That's the silver lining right now. You can see
Not a
big
Cloud
old
Soul.
CS lead for Robo in the top side with that kill as well. Root in a similar situation where even in CS, but he has that kill on the board. And that is really going to be the shining light for Loud fans.
Yeah, I think the problem is, though, it's going to become significantly easier to try and move that pressure around the map for PSG talent. Like, you already saw that quick kill in mid. All right, cool. Now Maple has the a little bit of an advantage for himself. He can push in, start to drift down to bot sides, threaten a lot of the dives. And even at the moment, because Junja's going to go for this reset, he'll clear from top to bottom. Could even be in a position where he's kind of desynced from Croc, and Croc is in a position to try and stop that. So there's going to be a lot of...
Oh, that ward, lane ward is good. Oftentimes, lane ward is good, but it gets pinged, so a lot of teams ward here when they're lane warding. they ward there or they ward like here to avoid this pink. So there's two really good wards you can use in bot lane on either side. You ward the wall if you're blue side, so their pink doesn't see it. And if you're red side, you ward just over the wall here, so the pink doesn't see it. And then you get a ward here too. So over the dragon pit and one here, so if they pink here, it doesn't see either, and you cover off both pathings. So those are the three wards that are really good.
This is like a horror show.
Croc knows, and you can see Seos on the way as well. Woody's here already. Croc CC'd up a little bit. Surely they can't go for the dive.
Who is he talking to?
Yeah,
Shut up.
with the ultimate up for the Sejuani, you go underneath that tower, there's very little chance of you coming back out, so they will just call it off. But again, you can see how much of this game is being dictated by PSG. Who just popped in the Rift Herald, get themselves 2 plates and back away.
Oh, they ulted.
Yeah, a bit of a CC chain there. I think
This game has to be a root 1v9. There's no other way. Tinones is not going to do anything for the next 10 minutes.
Woody and Junja just go back into the same spot again. The CC chain, not even
Croc is useless.
If it doesn't work twice, sure, look, we'll give it a third time, see what happens. Like, the fact that PSG eventually managed to pull off the least covert operation I've ever seen. But now Junja moving bot lane, they want to make sure that Root cannot touch
They have
this wave.
TP on Renekton. He needs to walk up here.
Less covert, more just straight up brute force, going full Shrek, just saying, I'm bigger than you. Just running at them. And I've got to say, I'm really surprised at the pace of this game and the way that PSG
Big pace.
because we came in saying patient, slow game.
It's just Junjia carrying the game alone.
PSG at all.
I mean, a large portion of that was, hey, I want them to take a slower round objectives, and realistically, it's been Loud who've kind of been fumbling that a little bit. We saw that
World champion, baby.
Really have control over what they need to do. Also overextending in towards like enemy jungles when they didn't have to, but I mean, this ward doing work. Like, you have to know that they're still in the area, and just a big mistake from Sales to work for Maple.
Ooh, Tinones dodges away from the root, and that should keep him alive. And now a TP coming on through, but I think it's a bit too little too late. Robo, unless he can flash in and get a stun, but even then, don't really have the damage to get through anyone. Strikebreaker finished off for Robo, but he won't find, he won't be able to close the gap. And now PSG having a TP advantage in that top lane.
And getting the opportunity for Ozzy to just get a bit of farm without having the Renekton in the lane. He'll be able to crash this one, get a nice reset for himself, pick up his Triforce off the back of it. So even though they don't get the
Robozo.
wave, they still get the advantages that they needed. Wacko even on the bot side. I think Seos was considering making a play towards Wacko, but it's a Zaya with flash.
Nah, he's doing really good this game, Robo.
2K
2k gold diff in jungle?
How often do you see a 2k
Fuck me.
advantage in the jungle? You know,
In a tank-esque matchup?
There, like, this is a game and a half from Junja. And it's worth mentioning, like, you know, we were kind of talking about Junja behind the scenes, saying, like, sometimes he goes a bit too far, sometimes
Is Strikebreaker good on Renekton? Yeah, it is good if you're against a ranged top.
Well,
Playing Gore Drinker Renekton against ranged top is kind of useless.
I mean, Gore Drinker now completed, going up here against Robo. He wants to fight, though. He wants to get onto Maple. So's the clone, though.
Robo's quite happy to take this fight, honestly, Junja.
Nice fight. They should get Herald from that.
In the end, not wanting to use the Cataclysm,
Good job, Robo. He needs to base now, Robo. Robo needs to base, and run bot, base and run bot, base and run bot, base and run bot, base and run bot. What is my Renekton doing? Why are you helping on Herald?
Even when you look at the bot side, yes, Ozzy's in a position.
He's gonna lose a whole bot wave now.
Not really there in
He was so late on the recall.
Fast enough to really make that Tinones can even TP down if he wants to. Wacko trying to get pressure on mid lane turret, but he's not really in a position to do so. So Loud kind of finding that.
Does he lose bot tower? Does Nara have demolish? Oh my god.
Yeah,
Man.
fantastic, and fantastic specifically from Robo to call the bluff of Junja there.
This was a
Junja's
mistake.
going, like, sort of
Big mistake.
Pseudo ganking, not willing to actually commit.
Why
to
is he
the play,
leashing
though.
Herald for
And
10
Robo's like,
seconds?
"Look, I know you don't want to use your ults. You know you don't want to use your ults. I'm Renekton. I'm just going to 2v1 you.
Maybe they would lose bot tower anyway. But it is what it is. He's gonna get Sivir flash here before Drake.
Here we go, into the mid lane once again. Root has the flash available. There we go, has to use it as Woody chases on it. Zeus with a good little charge.
Oh,
Wacko getting fed as
that's a
well.
big kill for
Woody
Root.
taken out, though. The ignite to finish the job, or in fact, Root getting the kill in the end. Beautiful stuff. And a tower in the meantime on the top side.
Can they Herald mid?
No,
they can't.
I think Tinones should have TP pod to try and cover that bot lane.
They can't.
Robo could have swapped up towards the top lane, but it ended up being a case of like,
Oh, the Brazilian fans are going crazy. Wait, how? What happened top? Where's Nico?
See if they can pick him off before Dragon spawns, but giving over those kills. Loud, though, not really
They lost top tier
position
2.
to try and contest
Where the fuck did Nico go?
having to burn a lot of those health bars to get that play happening. So instead, they're going to pong that second Rift Herald and get 2 towers on that top side. You showed that.
Yeah, great moment for the camera to come down to Azure there. He was looking for the opportunity to potentially get on Robo there, because
It's Infernal Soul. Fuck off, man. Where's my oceans?
and it does feel like they're getting back in the game. Feels like a couple of plays in a row now that are starting to feel a bit loud favoured. Still an advantage for PSG, and I will say, Infernal Soul on the cards this game, worth mentioning.
Oh, he didn't W.
Azure in all kinds of
Oh, you have
trouble.
to flash
There's
for
the
it.
stun, the follow-up for Seos, it's beautiful, and it's another kill for Robo, who's absolutely
I don't know why
dominating
Azzy flashed there.
topside now.
Yeah, and this is going to be another turret going across the Loud as well. So the last few passenger plays, I mean, PSG fumbled one, and immediately Loud are trying to use that tempo advantage to pick off so many different members. Need someone to go up and cover that top side, though. PSG moving several members.
TP from Talia was a lot, but I can kind of get it in case someone was behind him. They lose a top wave for it.
It's a little bit dangerous for PSG that, like, the big sort of advantage that they've got in this game at this point is the two Drakes. But it feels like they're starting to lose control
So
of the game
oftentimes as
overall.
Jarvan, what you want to do on mid waves, especially before an objective is spawning, like 30 seconds, is force something mid, but don't force hard. You like EQ in, ult their AD carry, get his flash, run away. Everything's fine. AD no flash. Drake's up soon. And then 80 Drake fight just becomes way too hard. Yeah, I don't know. I think the TP here was to cover off Jarvan covering this, but yeah, I get it. Yo, Moxie's in the chat. Yo, what's up, Moxie?
Use that TP advantage that we picked up. So nice job from now to find that, but now it's on PSG to try and fight back here. They have the double TPs. They have the opportunity now to try and make some plays and see if they can take back that tempo from Loud.
If they can get control.
Yeah, the Sivir needs one item and then.
To challenge a little bit. He's got some items now. He's not quite as.
But the Sivir has no flash and no tier 1. He's kind of. Oh my god, he almost died.
Sideways, and so is Crop. Do you know what?
What the
Let's all
fuck?
just pretend that never happened. Let's all move on with our lives and just pretend we didn't see that.
Yeah, we're only focused on the blue ball. We'll be stolen by PSG because everyone has everything up, but Loud is going to back away instead. Still, though, this is where I need to see the game kind of picked up from PSG talent. Like, I want to see them, as you can see, like, getting vision.
No tier 2. That's why you go Stridebreaker. He's gonna die here, Robo.
Maple walks away with his life, and now TP coming in from Adja as well. That is
This was way too deep.
He can kite this out forever. Look at him go, trying to escape from Robo. Hops over his head.
Oh, the wall?
Flies in, but Robo's over the wall. But so
It's 5-man top.
PSG.
5-man top.
5-man play towards Robo to shut down the Crop.
PSG talent were so easily able to collapse on that. Like, no push in mid, no real push on bot side. Like, yeah, you get terrible.
Root's gonna die maybe if Jarvan can get in range.
TP coming in behind enemy lines. It's Maple looking for Root here, trying to wait for the spell shield, but Root, the reactions are perfect. The waiting, the patience is perfect. The Seos will actually run away with his life somehow. In the meantime, Maple's low. The CC chain coming through. The spell shield's on cooldown this time. And Junja grabs the shutdown for himself. Tenones flies into the play. And Seos is still running around the jungle. He will finally be found out.
Yeah, this game looks dunzo.
PSG and a tower on top.
Nice job for PSG talent.
Loud just got caught. They thought that they could push out mid when they were collapsing top, but yeah, they really can't.
Nice job from them to actually get the opportunity to pick off Root as well, because now the map is theirs. Like, everything they want to do, get the vision that they need.
Junjia 100% KP.
This is where PSG talent can now start to smother Loud, go for this third dragon, and set themselves up. But you'll see here, Croc, you've nobody there.
They just look at where Rel's running. She's running through their whole jungle.
Everyone on PSG talent is trying to come in through that top side. Root does a great job here against Maple, knows there's no ultimate on Maple, which is why he's playing so far forward. But here, Maple just buys so much time.
Yeah, maybe Root needs to cleanse this route. He didn't have vision on Jarvan though, until the EQ was coming. Hard.
The fact that Maple's able to get both of them with the Tangle Barbs there, maximum range, and then the extended route because it hits the first target. Fantastic play from Maple. It's a great TP flank to start, and it's a great bit of mechanics to finish it off as well. PSG, just when it felt like they were starting to lose control of the game, they get a couple of plays in a row. And
yeah, Dragons are going to be a huge problem this game.
It feels like they're the
Maybe they have to fight this Drake.
They've just got so many opportunities here. They've already got vision established on the bottom side jungle.
I think they have to.
They're able to keep people out of the bot side. You see them at the moment grouping up in mid, just get mid control and mid priority, so then they can just lean back, make sure there's no real way for Loud to come in again. Remember what we said about Loud? They want multiple angles of attack and they're not getting them.
That was a terrible engage. Nice spell shield.
Why fired on his initial engage here. He's low on HP himself.
Yeah, they can fight Drake now.
Throwing himself into his own demise.
That was a terrible engage.
That wasn't patient or slow, Munch. And immediately they're going, and here's the TP. Robo's in behind them.
Oh, they're going too early. They're going too early, maybe.
Massive, but Croc's in trouble in the meantime.
Oh, that was so good.
Gets onto the back line and
But they need to protect Sivir.
Robo
Okay, she's fine.
shredding
Nice.
Buzz.
The Gamba, yes.
He's long for this world. He's trying to escape. Good little wallop and he'll hop over the wall.
Oh, Robo's chasing still, but there's nothing to do here. Just go to Drake.
Loud is hit a pre post 20 minutes and they're starting to come alive, Munch. They've managed to get those picks, they get the kills, they're getting their first dragon. And all of the back goal.
Nice. That was really nice team fight. I thought Croc, so oftentimes when you're TPing behind, sometimes teams can get too impatient and then they run in as 4 and then they turn on them, the 4-man, and then the TP behind does nothing. So I thought that was going to happen. But Maple doesn't have flash. What was this engage? Where is my man ulting? Where is my man Wing, sorry? This is where the Sivir slowly starts ramping up. I thought they also, like here for example, I thought they would turn on them 4v5 with Meganar. But they can't. Yeah, the Talia wall was really good. I thought Root was going to die to Jarvan, but he wasn't. Really nice. Robo should just take their red buff here or something.
And I will say, it's exactly the sort of issues that we've seen from PSG in the first
Yeah, it's a Root 1v9 game. He still has flash. Sivir flash is everything this game. Tinone's also recovered. He needs Seraphs now and he's really chilling.
Go in. And Loud, more than happy to punish. A great TP from Robo behind enemy lines there to set it all up, get straight onto Wacko as well. Wacko will have his flash up very shortly though. Same for Maple.
Robo has no TP. Tinones needs to take over bot. They can't take mid tower. Sivir is too low range. She can't walk up against Jarvan well. Yeah, they can't drop this bot tier 2. Their side lanes are dropping them a little bit. Talia is running bot now, good.
So as long as Loud are able to keep this pressure up, though, they should be in a good spot at this stage. I mean, Root's going to clear it every single way that comes his way. Same with Tinones. So it becomes a little bit easier to shove mid, play for sides. Robo cut out a little bit here.
Yeah, it's quite a lot of damage. Into the Croc. Junja.
They need to be careful not to get engaged on. But Talia's looking for a wall. Maybe she's trying to wall them from mid tower.
It's crazy to me that Junja and Robo are essentially on the same item.
Oh my god, the Rel cancelled the Rakan. Oh, Maple! Oh, Maple. Root is doing so much damage. Oh, Robo! Look at him go! Oh, they won that fight! Robo and Root! Oh my god! What? This game's over. Holy fuck, Root and Robo were cooking. What was that Jarvan ult? They had like 4 people in the Jarvan ult, but it wasn't enemy people, it was his own team. No, it was just Maple. Oh, Robo played really well, and oh, the flash W. Damn, Root and Robo, holy fuck.
Even though he's about to go Meganar at the end of that fight.
Absolutely bonkers. That Pot Blossom, I was so sure the fight was won for PSG, but managing to get into
Robo did nothing. Robo did a lot.
Spell shielding the knockup, like you say, so
he bought time. His stopwatch was good. His flash W was perfect.
And now suddenly, Root actually kind of matching the scoreline that we saw from Junja. He's finally getting back into the game. He's finally getting some items behind him.
Yeah, Root is really good. I thought Sivir would be a really risky pick this game, but Sivir is like a machine gun, you know. If this champ, if you're ulting on the Sivir and she's not flashing out or dying, because she's low range, either she's forced out or she's dead with your dive. But do they have the damage to kill him?
Robo actually wants to make sure he might have a performance here. That Croc is still strong.
I mean, Ashes and Mini now, they don't actually have that much damage. Can he escape? The Cataclysm connected at this point.
There's no Jarvan ult, so Root can play aggro here. But oh, he walked into an RW. Oh, that's the problem with Sivir. Like, if you can have space in fights, you're good. But if you get hit by one thing, you're dead. Ay, caralho.
Not looking so hot anymore.
This game is so back and forth. Every time like Loud have done it, they've done it. Robo gets caught out of the bot lane, and they try to connect, try to turn that one around. But once the spell shield's down from Root, it's an easy pickup for PSG talent. And now, as you say, the Rebel Barn power play, 360 gold. Kill, less than a kill, and it's even going to diminish further as you're
this is going to be a messy game.
And and the dragon gonna be up soon. But
they just need to wait for mid push here.
just
Like,
doesn't have the vision
he
yet,
just needs to
tries
wait
go
for
in
mid push
thinks,
and
hey,
top
look,
push,
I've got the
and
core
then
drinker,
he's
I've got
fine.
the Q, I can try and stay alive, but
But he's being
if they
too
follow
quick.
up here, locks them down. But watch the spell shield on Root. He ends up using it on this stun
Oh,
there
Talia
for Woody,
WE was
which
really
means
bad.
that when Maple comes in here, there is no follow-up, and it's that 1-2 punch from Ozzy and Maple that finishes this off completely.
I love that at the end as well. Junji and Croc just swapping places over the wall. Let's both agree just to get out of dodge. But now, Drake coming up negative on the Baron power play. Allowed for a second there.
They need this mid tower. They can't get it though.
And this one's going to be huge. Loud desperate to take control.
Root's cleanse is about to come back up. No flash available, so this Sivir going to be significantly more vulnerable. Even the ultimate backup for Junji, whereas when you look at like Wacko, Flash...
Sivir has stopwatch now, which is fine, but she has no flash still. When Jarvan has flash, mamma mia.
So Loud, they need to try and play it smart. They need
Jarvan, Nico will have flash first. That's really dangerous.
So they don't just go for that big
Such a flash-based game when you're playing hard engage for a Sivir.
Root has a stopwatch hidden in there as well. That could be massive, could be monumental in this fight. Croc trying to make his way in to see if he can get onto that back line.
You also got the stopwatches available for the Nico and the Talia as well, so you have to be careful with who you decide to go for here. The longer Loud can play this though, the more opportunities they have for Root to try and get that that flash backup available, which is why they're playing
nice wall.
But here we go, Ninja separated.
That gets them river. That's what it doesn't get the mid tower. It gets them bot side river.
Junja getting out with his life. That's going to be Weaver's wall on cooldown.
Look at where Aji is at the moment though. Control over bot side.
Oh, Sivir flash timer is so bad. Look at Root. Like I think he's calling, guys. We need to wait a bit. Maybe one more mid wave so he can get flash back up. Like this game is so unplayable. Rel, Nico, Jarvan when he's no flash.
And then have those opportunities to get angles of attack onto Loud.
Yeah, I like this from Ajit as well. He's left a couple of minions there.
Don't get engaged on Robo. Don't get engaged on.
Now he starts that slow push. Robo taking a chunk from Ajit, who's he's
oh, his flash is like 15 seconds, 20 seconds.
They need to get this Drake before Ajit turns into that mini form.
And that's why Robo
Loud positioning here is rough.
Sales and Croc are there, but positioning here for Loud is not great. Ajit ult down.
They didn't steal it. They should back.
With the feathers and the smite to take the Drake. And now Pop Blossom onto the backside.
This is what happens to Sivir. Maybe she can live. The stopwatch was really good. No. They should not fight. Sivir flash is like 10 seconds away.
Maple has gone down, but Ajit chasing on through, looking for Tinones. The carries are gone. Seos on the wrong side of the rift, and it's all PSG all day long today.
PSG Talon are able to take control of River. They take control of the Dragon.
Junjia is completely carrying this team. It's unbelievable. I think Wacko's doing fine, but like Maple's team fightings was also good, but he's more of a supportive champ, right?
What a game this has been. So back and forth right from the word go. A minute until Baron spawns onto the map. There's no way PSG can end the game right here, so they'll just take that one in here and retreat once more. But soul point now for PSG, and they can start to build control around that Baron area.
Yeah, just unfortunate for PSG. I didn't realize they actually had no vision left. But as you start to come in, like as a keeping Robo at bay here, Croc goes in onto Wacko, but look at Root. Right?
That's so unplayable for Root.
Blown by Loud before Root can get in position. Has to use the spell shield on towards Maple.
What can he do? What can he actually do? He can't move.
Spell shield there on towards Root as well. So Root completely caught out of position, and then at that stage it's on to Tinones to try and follow up, but really well played by Junji again, flashing over the knockup coming through from Sales, and at that stage they're just able to chase them down so easily.
Maple has been so valuable in these fights, and you know he's part of our featured matchup presented by Mercedes-Benz. It's him versus Tinones, and in these
he got hit by Nico? No, he didn't. He spell shielded.
Maple, these pop blossoms.
Then he got hit by Jarvan EQ. Then he got hit by Jarvan EQ again. Then he got hit by Jarvan ult.
But when Maple is doing Maple things, and when Junja's diving in alongside him,
no,
there's only so much you can do.
Oh, he got hit by the second part. Wait, spell shield versus Nico ult has 2 parts.
And the fact now that he's stepping up still at this stage, especially
wait, so he gets hit by the damage, not the knockup, right?
A hero performance, not only today, but on the first day of games as well for PSG Talent. So, well, just going somewhere with that. Not entirely sure how it was.
He must have thought the minion was Maple.
I think Maple, he is the guy to watch when you're
but even if the minion is Maple, the skill won't land because it's champions only.
Aren't there, and you can see he's thriving in this environment.
So it'll never hit even if he's a minion.
And, you know,
you can use Nico to dodge champion only spells like Jinx ult, Sejuani ult.
Certainly has had his time at the top, and he's made it back to the World Championship once again. He's looking good, especially on this Nico. This feels like the pocket pick for him this year. As PSG, there is vision in the pit right now. John just going to clear that, but Woody just playing his own.
They just want to try and get the TP from Robo, and even they'll get the one out of Tin Owns as well. So unless they commit to
Croc steal it. Croc steal it from my pick'ems.
Insane burst. There we go. The Barret's just gone. Croc's now
Dia
stuck in the
burst
pit.
is insane,
Half
no?
HP
That E
already.
did like 2k damage.
LLL, they want to move in. Can they find a find out? Adja's on the flank right now. Backing
Oh,
away.
the engage
In
from Sales is bad.
Combo onto Sales. He's low on HP. He's dashing out to safety and will get out. As Junja chasing onto Robo as well. It's a long old fight, but PSG, they will not let them
Oh,
go.
Mega Nar.
Adja turns Mega and slams
Yeah, GG.
them into the floor. Seos trying to escape alongside Croc, but Junja got him flying into the play. The blast cone to safety.
They've got the wave though. This could be it. PSG Talon, you've got burned up creeps, you've got super creeps that are right there. Loud, 3 members. Can they hold against PSG Talon?
They're trying to end the game.
Nice flash from Root.
PSG on the cusp as Maple goes for another
Nah, he
blossom.
can't play.
Seos
He
with a
really
stopwatch,
can't play.
But it can only save you for so long.
Sivir
It only
can't play in
buys
that
you
draft.
So much time. PSG.
Loud could have won this game. Their macro is just, I don't know, they're so impatient.
Loud pushed 1-0 down.
They're so impatient. They don't give up anything. They just fight everything. Like, need to chill a bit.
Banger of
Need to
game
chill a little
one.
bit.
That was
They don't chill at all. No chill.
all over the place. You've got PSG who are
Yeah, John
picking
G
up
is really good.
release, then Robo has a moment where he's able to find a pick, get back into
John G
it,
is really
and then
good.
Robo, well, give it and take it because he ends up giving over some of those overextensions that claw PSG Talon back into a position to fight.
Nah, they had so many angles they could win that game.
Was insane.
Yeah, that was just mental, honestly. PSG, at the end of the day, though, this composition that they had, the circles, really paying.
He picked Sivir into all of that dive.
Being able to execute on that multiple times.
Yeah.
It feels like the way that Junja was playing, this Java was almost a necessity.
There was not many
honestly.
good
So
options,
often
though.
just diving towards the backline.
And I think
What
the
does he
fact
play
that
into it?
Junja got
Ezreal?
This early lead off of Croc overextending on top side, so Junja gets a kill. Then you end up in a position where he's invading onto the bot side, and again Croc is trying to prevent the potential dive into bot lane, which gives Junja more. Junja had so
Ezreal
much
could be
control
okay,
in this
but
early stage. It looked absolutely fantastic, and unfortunately we kind of got like this battle between Junja and Maple versus Root. But unfortunately for Root, he's short range Sivir, he's only got 1 spell shield, and there's maybe 15 to 16 spells that are coming this direction.
I mean, this is the thing. Civ is like one of the safer AD
I hope
carries.
Humanoid cooks in
we were
Swiss
talking
stage.
about Civ versus Ezreal during the draft. I'm not sure Ezreal could have
Bro,
done that much
EU is
better
gonna
in these kind
cook.
of
Don't worry about it.
situations.
EU is gonna
Yeah,
cook.
you could
We're gonna
jump past,
have
you could flash, but, like,
our EU fucking
Java's still gonna
represent
chase you. Maple's
shirts
still
on.
gonna get that flank.
Yeah, I think that's the hard part is like, although you kind of
We're gonna be a bit biased T1 because I mean they're giving us.
try and carry it. It's
They're
just so
giving us,
difficult in that kind of position. And I think when Ezreal might have had a bit more safety in
the
arcane
office to
shift
play
and
in.
flash, but there was
Okay.
just like the long range engage coming through from Junjo made it hard. Maple consistently having flash up for these fights. It was just so tough to handle.
Well, fantastic start for PSD, looking to repeat
PSD.
what happened at MSI. We'll see if they can continue that ball rolling, but first, let's kick it over to our analysts to break that game down.
Break that game down. It's just as easy as that.
Oh,
That was
God.
Gods of Chaos. That was just so back and forth. There was so many times when we were talking, it was just like, oh, they win now. Never mind, they win now. Never mind, they win now. It went everywhere. Like, I don't even know where do you want to start.
Yeah.
Answer the question, Raz.
I don't know.
Where are we starting?
It's not a paid co-stream.
First of all, going into the draft, I was like, Sivir, non-believer, right?
But
then
aren't you a
Root
T1
shut me
fan?
out within the
A
game
little
with
bit.
Some of his team fights. So
I
it was
just
back
want to
and
look.
forth.
The only reason
Some of
like
his
I want to
incredible,
see this
spell
T1
shields
roster
that we'll see
win
later
an
on
international.
into
I don't
was
care.
just
Like
people
I know they're all
constantly
gonna
being
disband next year, and seeing this roster not win an international is just depressing. It is. Like that roster deserves to win an international. They do. You can't argue against that. Yes, they choke finals, but still. That roster being together for 2 years, never having won an international, is ridiculous.
It is a disaster.
Yeah, I mean, I felt bad for her because that's multiple points of engage. Like, once you get into a team fight, you not only have to worry about...
Why would they disband? I think they're gonna. The roster is gonna change next year for sure.
Same thing with J4 ulti, as you already see from this fight. So you just are constantly...
They didn't even win spring and summer.
Such an
Well, they didn't win summer because they got kind of blasted by, well, Faker had a medical injury, right? They didn't have any time. They didn't win spring, but they still had an insane regular season record, and they choked the finals. They didn't win the Worlds finals because they choked Game 5 pick ban, I think, a bit. And they could have won that game. They didn't win MSI finals. They didn't win summer finals because they just choked a lot in finals, so, like, let's be honest.
J4 really benefited from how action-packed this game was.
Oh yeah.
The amount of times Flash was used is like great. Then I just know exactly who to target. The carries.
35
first,
ping.
Like, Sivir
Yeah, 5 chairs and
flashing
35
out
ping.
the first Cataclysm within the lane and then being able
Think
to
they'll
double
change
those
even if
that sounds
T1
great,
wins
but if
Worlds?
T4
Look,
comes
I don't
back,
think
then
T1's
have
gonna win
an
Worlds.
answer,
But if they
right?
win Worlds,
So
I don't
it
think
was
they'll
a
keep the
tough
same
one
roster
early
either.
on for the Sivir, but
Maybe.
great from Junja, not only to be there in the top lane dive.
Actually, maybe they do keep the same roster.
But then
If they win Worlds.
constantly make it a pressure point for Sejuani. Just the Rift Herald made me laugh. Walk up slowly, Rift Herald, smite. It's like,
I mine now, thank you.
Job's done.
And take the fight. But I mean, like it wasn't all sunshine and roses.
I
for
feel like
PSG.
if
This was
T1's
one
gonna
of the
change their
games
roster
where
for next
it
year,
was
it's
back
probably
and forth.
probably
The
jungle.
thing is, their comp, like Jarvan, Rel, they can go really deep. And sometimes that was a problem for them. Like here, they're right next to the mid-tier 2 tower. Root's able to cleanse Flash out of the ultimate and then turn around a lot of damage.
You know what I think T1 should do actually? I think they should get a substitute mid that's really fucking insane. They should do the easy Hoon run back and get a new jungler. Not because Faker's bad, but I think having Faker and another mid would make their roster stronger because
but honestly, like when those initial engages miss,
it would give, I don't know, it gives a lot of incentives having a really good mid, you know? Like Faker, if he has medical injuries again, they don't get fucked. Faker can take it a bit easier because he's been going for so long. Faker has competition in mid to make him even more motivated, you know? I feel like that could do them really, that could do really well.
Bad spot, so that stuff like that does end up happening. But yes, love this game with how action-packed it was. And even with, like, as you can see in that team fight, you lose one engage, doesn't matter. It's happening.
I think Eastern
constantly.
teams,
So
when you have a
I think
substitute,
positioning was really
the substitutes seem to work really well together.
The side of Loud, just because Root, how well he played, didn't feel like it mattered.
Is that why you're practicing mid? Yeah, I'm practicing mid so that I can.
You're still having another team fight 2 minutes
I'm practicing
later,
mid so that I can sub in.
That team fight looked very good because
For
every
Faker.
second counts. And thanks to the reliable Cisco network, Root is spacing the team fight perfectly despite Maple's 5-man Nico ultimate.
Yeah, I mean, this fight was crazy for so many reasons. First, it is that 5-player role. I thought it was completely over. Robo spell shields the knockup, cleanses away from the stun there, and then just turns and wreaks havoc onto PSG. He outplays the initial engage, and it's over.
The initial engage, that's why, like, at the very start of the fight, I was like, oh my god, Rel not only used his ulti
Wait,
to
Renekton's win
stop
rate
the
is
Run ulti to get in
14%?
there, so I was like, okay, now Zaya actually can
What?
live and play out the rest of the fight. But then, yes, you mentioned the 5-man Nico. I was like, that is the team fight that you can look back on and say PSG won this game. But then it didn't happen immediately, as you mentioned.
Honestly, though, that was the moment where I think they figured out how they needed to play fights. Because before, it was Jarvan Rel engaging. That fight, it was a counter engage, right? And then every single fight after that, it was sort of waiting for Loud to come into them and then them diving forward. And when it's Loud to be the ones to engage, that means that either Sivir is close to try and follow up and deal the damage, and you can jump on her and kill her, or, like in this weird situation on the Baron, Root just doesn't really get to play the game, right? Like, they're trying to come in on flanks, all this stuff, and it just does not work for Loud. That was the big difference once PSG stopped trying so hard, let Loud come to them, and then could find very easy fights.
Tryhards, man. They're just crazy, you know? You gotta
Just relax.
Just relax. Don't be trying so hard. Anyway, before we head to break, we
The Croc
caught
is
up with
cursed.
PSG's jungler Junja about his World's debut in the latest episode of Oh, Welcome to the Rift.
Every time I see Talia, it's also losing.
这是我在世界赛第一次上场，因为觉得这次的世界赛对我来说特别重要吧，所以有一点点的紧张。比起自豪，我觉得是更多的要对得起 PCS 的观众嘛，然后我觉得要让国外的观众更知道 PCS 赛区有多么厉害的人。我从踏入电竞职业以来，就有想过。 中2天一定要去世界赛，然后变成一个顶尖的打野。我觉得就是不要放弃吧，然后
Don't give up, practice more, try harder.
看看其他厉害的赛区的比赛，然后总有一天会来到世界赛的舞台。
You like my emotes, Croc?
I need to change. I need to get G2.
G2?
Yeah.
Why?
They like us.
Underneath his tower in the meantime, Croc
Aww.
just go down here. He's not got flash available. Junja does though, and he looks
E2.
for Sails as well. Where's the red buff taken away? The field. He flashes away from the queue. Oh, he's been kicked out of the fight. Maple is behind the lines right now. He's not level 4 after.
Yeah, Maple's team fighting was good. Maple's team fighting was good.
We can win. We can win. Flash. Nice. Do it. Baron.
Just sack my sledge.
The stopwatch comes in Robo. Initiate. Maple turns golden and the cataclysm slams him into the ground. And it's all PSG all day long today.
Wait, if Loud win, no, they're not out. If Loud win this, they're not out. If Loud loses, sorry, they're not out. Whoever loses this goes to the lower bracket. And they play up against the winners of the other group. TLDR. Probably BDS. Is it really going to be Brazil versus EU for the last... Like, is it going to be Brazil versus EU for the fucking Swiss stage? Okay, what's on the Reddit? What did you put on the Reddit? Caedrel streamer rat AI? What the fuck is that? Caedrel als coole ratte. What? Wait, so if LLL won, PSG won. They won. If BDS beat DFM and Wales, and PSG win, that means BDS plays against PSG? Oh shit, wait, my pick'ems are fucked. We need Loud to win. We need Loud to win for the pick'ems. If PSG win and BDS win, they play against each other. Wait, that's fucking cooked, man. What? Wait, what? That's not fair. Shouldn't they do like... Explain it again. So basically, we are here, okay? LLL versus PSG. If PSG win, they go to the best of 5 and they're waiting for their opponent. But because they're in Group A, they won't play against anyone from Group A for the ascension to Swiss. They'll play against Group B. And Group B is BDS. Okay? But because BDS lost, that means they're a lower bracket team going into the Swiss stage. So if they beat DFM and they beat the loser of today, they will play against PSG. So no matter what, if PSG wins and if BDS wins, they'll play against each other. And the winner will go to Swiss. And if Loud loses and then beats Gam, they'll play against the winner from the other group. Oh man, wait, so that means that there's no like PSG goes through. Ah. That's really... Wait, there's a BDS might not get out, you know. BDS is going to have to beat DFM, then beat the loser of today, Wales or CFO, in best of 3s. Then they have to beat PSG in a best of 5. But if it's PSG versus BDS, my pick'ems are screwed, because I put BDS and PSG to get through, but only one can. But if PSG loses today, okay, if PSG lose... That means Loud are the winners of Group A, and it will be Loud versus BDS. If BDS win. So we really need Loud to win. Loud can save our pick'ems if they win. Alright! Let's go Brazil! Bro, we're on the fucking Brazil. We need Brazil to win. We need Brazil to win, or we're all fucked. What did you guys put for getting out of groups? What did you guys put? Who did you put for getting out of play-ins? Everyone put PSG BDS. Everyone put PSG BDS. Oh fuck. Someone put Loud BDS. Okay, well, chat, it's time to preach. Golden Guardians are still in Worlds, right? Bro, is this guy... Yeah, they're still at Worlds. They're in the crowd.
Our series between PSG Talon Loud. I'm much of joined Dagda, and I mean, if the rest of the series lives up to what happened,
Whoa, we're in draft. What the fuck?
this is gonna be a series to remember, because that one was just simply insane.
I mean, look, it may not have been the highest quality League of Legends, but it was an absolute banger entirely. Like, everything working out incredibly well. And the fact that we ended up with, you know, back and forth with PSG Talon getting...
Okay, Jarvan ban is good, but now be careful of Rumble.
Away immediately,
Be careful of Rumble.
And then having Loud coming back, PSG Talon having their the return to form as well. It was absolutely spectacular to see. So, we're going to have to see exactly what the game plan is coming into this. Kai'Sa not going to be banned away this time. We're kind of getting a bit of a mix-up as PSG Talon takes the red side. Xayah, gone. Kai'Sa, probably not first pickable, I don't think, in the current state, but that's exactly what the plan is. Renekton could be a potential pick here. And still
what day is it today, chat?
Like, Talia and that were like higher priority over things like the... I mean, personally, I just think
It's Thursday today.
Yeah, Orianna, incredible. I'm like debating in my head whether Kai'Sa is first pickable at this stage, because, I mean, to be honest, I really like this just because Maple's been so good on the Nico. I think it increases in priority for this series. I just feel like Kai'Sa is such a strong pick in terms of the sheer damage output.
Especially if you pair with something like the Jace. Because you end up going, yes, you go like
Jace
Flame and all that kind of stuff.
They first picked Nico.
Like, even the opportunities to go for, hey, we've got that AP mix in the bot lane.
They have Rakan, Rel,
or something like that in the jungle.
Rumble.
You open up for these kind of like, hey, we can go for the
What happens if they pick Rel, Rakan, Rumble?
Kind of idea. We'll have to see exactly what the game plan is Rel going to be picked up here already. Again, keeping that flex opportunity. But Woody, for the most part, looked confident on in the last game. There was one or two missed engages, but I mean, his ultimates at times were keeping Seos in check, but it still means that chances are the
Kai'Sa? Yeah, Kai'Sa's good.
Yeah, and there we go, the Kai'Sa will be locked in the end. I will say, Nico is one of the champions that can make it a bit more difficult to pilot the Kai'Sa during these team fights. Like, you can't afford to use your killer instinct too aggressively unless everything that Tinnos is bringing to the table is already on cooldown.
I mean, there's still like, the question for me is like, what do they want to try and pair this with? Because again, like, the Jarvan was kind of what we saw a little bit both in day one for PSG and also then coming into this game. They're like, cool, we want to try and go for these compositions that have a ton.
Oh, they're gonna do. What are they gonna do? The problem with picking Sivir Rakan here is they have Alistar on 3. Wait, the Sivir pick is. Oh shit! What happens if they pick Alistar on 3? Yo!
Follow up with this Nico.
Yeah, that'll be the question.
Other people got that F? You guys got that F too? What the fuck was that?
Is a sort of thing. Not really.
Okay, the Alistar pick is really good here.
It's just going to be the Alistar bringing in. Very good into the Rel. Very good alongside the
This Alistar denial was perfect. If they gave over Alistar to PSG, I'd be really scared.
Ends up picking up the Renekton here. Or if they're like, hey, look, we kind of want to try and bait Robo into the Renekton pick again. Had some moments in the last game, but if you've still got like Kennen and
is it Silas time?
Available, I think you're going to be pretty happy to
Kennen.
go for that opportunity.
Or just
I don't know if I like Kennen here too much.
Anyway, if you pick Renekton,
is Azzy just a Kennen player?
I'm just happy with that. I mean, it got banned in the second rotation last time around. Just saying, look, we want the comfort, we want the team fight ability. Kennen's in a really great spot right now.
Yeah, Kennen's in a very strong spot after getting a couple of those buffs. And even seeing some of those top laners getting their magic resist nerf, like the Renekton, which is why we're seeing the Kennen coming in so happily into that top side. If I'm PSG Talon, I think it's jungle bans coming in. Maybe you get rid of things like the Vi, get rid of the the Nocturne's already gone, but like Lee Sin, yeah, another one. But it's just trying to make sure that Croc is going to be.
It's probably Rel jungle.
Get first rotation here for Junja, and as well, don't forget, like Junja, he loves playing carries. Like, big Nidalee player when he came over from the LPL, when he was playing an EDG. You've also got things like the Lilia that he's been bringing up a lot in his own playstyles as well. So you do have a lot of opportunities here for Junja to try to.
Yeah, Silas ban's pretty obvious, yeah.
Certainly do. Having a bit of a hard time in the early game, it has to be said. Junja certainly winning out that matchup. But this time,
Loud could play some kind of
it's still possible
Camille Sejuani on 4-5.
We'll have to see in the second rotation, and also we'll have to see what what Croc is going to fall back to, because
I would ban.
Oh,
Jace is banned.
Away, the Nocturne got banned away.
Okay,
it
said
does feel
Yoani's
like
gone.
quite a targeted draft towards the jungle. I mean, that's 6 jungle bans currently.
I would ban Syndra maybe if I was loud.
For Croc, but yes,
Syndra would be annoying.
It kind of like sets up nicely for you to go like, hey, well, we want to play close range with Alistar, we want to play close range with Nico.
Orianna could be annoying, but it depends.
You're going into a Rel, a Kennen, like a lot of those.
Nah, I don't know. It depends on Maple's champion pool.
Rakan
ban is fine.
You're kind of caught between a bit of a rock and hard place, so you want a tank Nerly to set this one up, but you don't really have the options to go for it.
It's going to be an interesting. I mean, things like the Viego.
Yone,
I
don't think Yone is going to be picked here unless Maple plays it.
I mean, he did
So they are going to go Rel support. They're going to play Viego. Yeah, I think your damage share if you're playing Kennen, Syndra, Rel topside with Kai'Sa, it's really not great.
Going to be taken for Junja. I know that was kind of something you were talking about, Munch, was like maybe you end up taking that one.
Don't pick Kha'Zix.
Like,
I hope he doesn't pick Kha'Zix.
Screen, but I don't know. It's like
I don't know what jungler's good here, you know. Vi, yeah.
But you're kind of playing into the hands of PSG talent. If you
Vi is fine. Oh, I knew he would pick Kha'Zix.
I do love an Evelyn.
I knew they would play Kha'Zix.
Did some beautiful things in the world.
Oh,
with the Evelyn versus Rengar.
So the Kha'Zix is going to be picked up. I'm kind of surprised. Kha'Zix, you definitely want like opportunities to try and play in as an assassin in towards the backline, but it's so difficult.
Need a tank top.
Rel and Kennen, that kind of
Need
stuff.
some engage top. Don't need Olaf.
That you have on the Kai'Sa, because a lot of these fights are going to be a case of like waiting for these big ultimates on the Kennen and the Rel to bypass you before you go in and target the backline. But if they've already been used, you've got a ton of
Rock
CC,
is good.
so it makes things easy for the Kai'Sa.
Yeah,
to
Rock works.
away from the Kha'Zix. So
Oh man, they should play like Syndra or something here, or Azir. I don't know.
Take over for Loud.
Actually, Akali would. Actually, Akali fries their draft, doesn't it?
I will say though, the setup on this Loud comp
is insane.
Like Alistar and Malphite, the big beefy boys, just.
I don't know how mid matchup goes though.
And just in case you missed someone,
LeBlanc's fine too, yeah.
Exactly. So a lot of AOE, and again, I think.
Okay, I'm a bit worried for Loud. Alright, chat, you know the drill. Ads are going to run. It's going to be a very short ad. You can avoid ads by using your tier 1 or Twitch Prime. You can do that throughout all of Worlds to avoid all ads forever. You will never miss gameplay though, so don't worry if you don't sub. I'll never make you miss anything important.
Look at PSG talent side. I mean, AP top. AP
I'll see you guys in just a second.
As well, they're building like a little bit of lethality. I think for Wacko, like you kind of have to go for this folk build here. Otherwise, there's just so many options to like easily pick up early Merc threads. To just make things a little bit more difficult for PSG talent.
All right.
They play a bit more.
Yeah, LeBlanc pick's not bad, but the thing with the LeBlanc pick is I don't know how much damage they're gonna have because Kennen, Kai'Sa, LeBlanc. I hope Kai'Sa goes some Kraken build or something. I don't know, whatever the fuck the build is with Navori. I hope it doesn't go the Umbral build against Alistar or Malphite. I think it's winnable for Loud though. This Malphite blind, he's gonna get blasted in lane. His lane is gonna be fucking unplayable. Especially seeing as his jungler's Kha'Zix and enemy jungler is Viego, like he is gonna get fucked. But
the Kha'Zix isn't gonna have that big of an impact. And
but
this says to me that, hey, look, we want to try and get pushing mid with Nico. Should be able to push fast in the
it wasn't blind. Well, you know, not blind. You know what I mean, though, right? Malphite into Kennen. It's basically like blind picking Malphite.
But it's not the easiest time when it's Sivir into the Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa has good push potential as well, and even at least Alistar having the advantage in the matchup in the support
because yo, Mods Gambite.
But definitely this is going to be
Mods Gamba.
Can Croc get into Junja's face and kind of right the wrongs we saw in the last game, or is Croc just going to be phased out into a non-threat because of the way the position operates?
Yeah. What day is Caedrel casting? What day is Caedrel casting? Aware.
Especially with the sheer number of jungle bans, they've had to do a little bit
I will gamba it myself.
In bringing the Crockett in. You guys can do a bit of experimentation at home if you connect your League of Legends account with Prime Gaming to grab that home.
I gamba it myself.
But we'll have to see how this early game's going to go down, Dagda. I'm loving the matchup though. Like, all things considered, draft aside now, like Kha'Zix versus Viego, that's just a banger.
Definitely is. And again, I mean, you got first strike here coming through for Croc. Like, this is I need to get in the face of Junja and try and make things happen. And I think this is Croc versus Antino saying we want to win out in the mid jungle. But already you can see PSG going, look, we're going to start to come in here, see what vision we can get down. And some people in the brush here.
Just gonna face check in here. Sales could actually be in trouble. It's a good knockup, but big damage coming down. The auto followed, the ignite is ticking, but I don't think it's quite enough. Seos walks out just about with his life.
Seos a little bit late on the knock.
This is really not great for Loud. Kha'Zix has to start Wolves.
Woody then gets knocked up in the air and doesn't get the crash down himself, but Seos a little bit late means that he actually gets connected with the CC coming through from Woody.
Kha'Zix has to start Wolves.
A minute 45 on the clock.
Oh no, we need Loud to win for Pick'ems.
Can't walk up because he doesn't know where the Viego is, so immediately this bot lane for PSG Talon off to an early lead.
Phenomenal start, honestly, and off of the back of a late invade as well. Really good stuff from PSG. Junja not looking to slow things down just yet. Gets a bit of bonus damage onto Tidones in the mid lane as he moves up towards his own top side to make sure Croc can't go for the invade.
It's really
Stop with the Pick'ems. Why?
Like, right, I'll take my top side.
Why?
Which means that then there's no way for Croc to try and cross map it. I've also got push for Wacko and Woody guaranteed. You can see the slow push Wacko and Woody are going for. So I can take top side, move back into my own bottom side, pick that one up as well. And if I end up running into Croc, well,
yeah, this matchup for Malphite is so. He even has Doran's ring. I'm surprised he has Doran's ring, but he has Comet, I guess.
Has to be going in Loud's favor.
Malphite's gonna go down 30 CS.
Yeah, it's a tough one. And even for Croc, like, you want to get out on the map, right? You've got no camps to farm, so you want to try and get out on the map somewhere, but, like, where do you go? Robo already getting absolutely annihilated by Adzer. You can't really find a way
Yes, a base, get longsword, go Krugs.
And if you go towards the side, there were two
great.
red wards there for PSG still in that jungle. There's one of them's timed out now, one's still on the chickens. Felt very, very difficult. Good start here from Junja, who, I mean, we talked before.
Oh my god, this Malphite's missing so many minions.
After the last time these guys got MSI, and the matchup is feeling similar so far.
Yeah, I mean, at this stage, Junja is complete control. You can even see he's moving up here. Robo taking too much damage.
Oh, it's so done.
This time around, Junja.
I mean, it happened in game number 1. It's happening again. First,
it's so done.
Taken by Adja. And I mean, it's bad to worse in the top lane. 7 CS versus 19, and so many dying to the tower.
He'll still be able to TP back in and pick up a little bit of the CS, especially as the second wave comes through. But I want to keep your eyes on the bot lane. They're like, hey, look, what is Caedrel going to try and do? Well, he's going to try and go for Scuttle on this bottom side to answer. The pings were already there. So Woody and Wacko are here going, right, where is Croc?
And their bot lane trying to defend the blue.
So it means that then Junja's like, okay, we'll need to reset before he tries to go into this bottom side just to try and match the purchase that Croc already has. But Croc can't go into the jungle properly. So you're just buying extra time now where Junja can get back out onto the map, and Croc really can't steal away.
Let's go to his Raptors. It's a horror.
Yeah, Woody playing to just kind of guard that bottom segment and make sure.
Oh, he hit it.
To get back in.
Sorry for the on.
Maple there. Dashes away just in time.
Oh, Croc gave his position. I think they knew he was bot side anyway.
Nicely done in the mid lane. I'd say Maple is having a pretty great tournament so far.
Yeah, Maple's having a great tournament.
Cannon went Verdant Barrier first.
Game 1 of
not the worst against AP Malphite.
Insane performance on the
he missed the cannon though.
Back into that game. Jace, he ended up having an amazing performance.
Junjia can do blue Grump,
for day number 1. And
reset, and he can dive top again.
Paying dividends,
well, not dive top, but the wave looks like it was pushing into him.
He's great. Junja now again on towards this bottom side.
So he can gank it.
He's going to be in a position where he'll be able to probably look for a re. Oh well, maybe not with the reset coming through from Wacko, but
or he can go Raptors into top.
The re-invade at times in towards
oh no, Cannon just pushing.
The level advantage
holy fuck.
Barely about to have. You can see just that purple bar underneath his portrait on the Viego. That's the I'm about to take over to level 5. Whereas you can see on Croc, he doesn't have.
I think Cannon can decide whatever he does. He can let the wave come into him. He can push whenever.
I want to quickly mention this top lane matchup a little
one
bit
trade where he eats through the minions.
Typically, the pick that you go against like big AD.
Oh, this Viego is going to be so strong.
Top side against the Cannon. That passive not really going to do as much work for you.
Aye, mama. He has to reset.
So the poke aspect of Malphite
Cannon can just push now.
As well. This feels like a really tough lane matchup.
Yeah, I mean, it's about to get worse. Junja's here, knows that he's got the opportunity. Just Robo immediately backing away. He knows that he's in trouble if it ends up in a position where they are actually able to follow. But now you've got Junja who's moving in towards his top side. He's going to get vision down again, pick up these small little advantages where he can keep track of Croc and make sure this Caedrel
did he -1 that?
Really have any opportunity to do anything.
Tenon's taking a bit of damage.
Are they going to fuck him between towers?
In that mid lane, like the trades, you know, inconsequential as long as nobody dies, summoners aren't burned, and you're staying even in CS. Adja now proxy farming.
He's baiting.
Junja
is here. The ult is there.
I wasn't sure if he was going to try and flash for that one, but look how much CS is just dying to the tower. He's on over double Robo's CS at this point. And Junja happy to sacrifice his own CS for a moment because like, he's already way up.
Problem is, you're losing heavily on bot side, though. Loud getting.
But they shouldn't lose on bot side. They're getting fake pressure. They should just, yeah, walk back up. There's no threat of a dive here.
This way, but still losses on that bot side. Dragon should go across. Maple trying to respond, but you just need to back away from this, Maple.
Yeah, this is a little dangerous. Does have his ultimate. The Mimic getting him out to safety. Does seem to be sort of half committal to the fight here. You could see Junjo was moving over as well, but
they didn't lose anything in bots, really. They're even.
To be playing with.
It's investing a huge amount to keep this Malphite down, but
it's an Ocean Dragon, though. We take those Ocean Dragons.
It's going to really pay off. Like we saw in their first series, PSG got these early leads for Aja on the cannon, but they weren't really able to.
Don't be a Cloud Soul, please. Don't be a Cloud Soul. Don't fuck with me.
Set up in that tool to play through these advantages. I feel like when I watch PSG talent, they're far more comfortable playing around Wacko's advantages. So I think at this stage, it's like, look, you've done the damage to Robo. Yeah. Let's try and play more heavily towards the spot side.
Stop saying Cloud.
Brock being able to get some of that CS and also get the Dragon for Loud is actually a bit of a win, right?
Yeah, it certainly is. Especially in the grand.
Yeah, I feel bad for Root. There's not much he can do in these games.
Focus on Dragons for the rest of the game. Well, having that one early just buys you that extra 5 minutes, buys you that time of the game.
Tinones might be 07 here.
Wants to get a bit more damage as Junja's coming in from behind, and the Sigil of Malice giving away which one was the real Nico. Huge play from Junja and Maple once again.
Really nice job, and that's exactly what you want to see is Aja.
Oh no. There's just no way out of this one. He has his flash, he has his ultimate. One more shuriken to do the trick, though. A W would do the trick, and there it is! Flash still available. The ult pressed just a second too late.
I mean, for Robo, he manages to try and use the ultimate, but Junja was going to be there as well. He was following up with an ult of his own, so I don't even know if
my
Robo was
good God.
It's
a stomp.
This is exactly what I wanted
it's
to
a fucking stomp.
Got the advantage top, cool. Aja's continuing to push.
Well, it's going to be BDS versus PSG if BDS win tomorrow.
Maple has control over mid. You're getting the Rift Herald, but crucially, you can use this Rift Herald on the bottom side as well.
BDS versus PSG, fuck me.
You don't want the... Oh, hang on. You get the minions you did. But you don't want the... you don't want Root and Sales getting ahead in the 2v2, because as this game starts to progress for PSG talent, it'll be Aja on side lane, Maple on the other one, and it'll be Wacko and Root trying to push waves back and forth. If Root and Sales end up with this massive...
If BDS wins, then at least one of our pick'ems will be right. Yeah, if PSG wins, then at least one of our pick'ems will be right.
Side lane pressure for PSG talent starts to fall apart, so the 2v2 is just as crucial as the side lane.
It certainly is, and like you say, the advantage is there for Aja. He can definitely...
You predicted it, it's a top cap. Yeah, I was a bit worried for Robo this series. Game 1 wasn't the worst.
Giving it all away, beautifully done there.
Game 1 wasn't the worst.
PSG. And I mean, this one, this one explains itself.
Yeah. This is just sad for Robo. It's like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Aja can freeze that wave if you don't try to push it. I think
he just needs to ult earlier here.
Ult out of here to then flash over the wall, but you can even see...
Oh my god, even mid ult is the worst.
Are you really going to get out of that one with the ultimate and the flash still available?
Even if he ults over that wall...
Range ult actually into the jungle, so he was like
Viego ults over the wall, Malphite flashes, Viego flashes, I think he dies.
To be fair, I thought he was out of range of the shuriken as well. But unfortunate for him, falls behind, and you know, after such a great game number 1 as well. But now, like we said before, Junja, Herald in pocket. You'd love to see that focus down for Wacko and Woody. Get them ahead, get them out of this laning phase, get that Kai'Sa to the tank shredding machine that AD Kai'Sa is.
Yeah, even at the moment, they're just trying to see if they can...
Yeah, Kai'Sa build is good against Malphite.
At least continue onto this bottom side of the map and play off the one lane state they have. You got a Wacko freezing one creep. He's only just taking the effort of his tower to be like, cool. But now, look at where the wave is. It's Wacko is safe. He can't really be shoved underneath his tower. You got protection as Woody starts to come back out, even with Junja in position. And I feel like they're kind of setting up a bit of a slow push here to see if they can make a play now. As you can look at where Sivir is.
What happened to his ear?
Junja,
don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Junja's moving in. That's a great ward. Just out of range of the control ward there in the river. But Junja now seen on a control.
Don't worry about it. He's coming. He's coming.
It was inconsequential, but still,
one day.
Nice little tag.
I will say it actually got them out of the harm's way. Like if Junja's already in that position, Root and Sayers haven't backed off, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. So it did end up paying dividends for them in the end. You can see both.
What is going on?
Now going to reset, but that will open up Woody, who's already starting to move in towards his
What is going on?
He got a bit of an early reset for the Dragon that's in 40. Wasn't sure if he was going to try and make a play into Tinones, but we'll just reset instead.
What?
Grok.
I don't think there's a kill there.
We wanted some creativity.
Oh my god, Azzy is just big brain.
This Kha'Zix pick by the just sheer amount of jungle bans in the draft. So the Herald just goes in the mid lane instead. They decide they can't make it happen in the bottom lane, but Aja playing this super safe. Croc realizes he can't stay here forever. Has to just back away.
Well, for Croc, I think it's worth just continue to invest in that
Map
top side.
hack,
I would've
don't
been
look
very
Viego
curious
items,
Camps
don't
if they
look.
meant to try to go for that play on top end, because you can't really contest Dragon right now. I mean, Aja has TP in. Look at all the different warriors that are littered in towards the backline here as well on the mini-map. Like, you got several of them all over the backline. And you're going to be in a position
It's okay.
where,
Root has to carry.
Jungle,
It's fine.
where
Root
Aja
can carry.
happy with
Preach.
Flash to just go in towards one of those and immediately
When
get
Kennen
onto
sees
the
jungle,
left,
he'll step up
regardless
again.
of what direction they try to contest this Dragon from.
The nice thing for Loud in reference to Vision is the Umbral Glaive's been finished for Croc, so he can contest Vision somewhat. This little Q onto Woody there. Some gold from his first strike as stun headed towards Seos. But Root just trying to fight for Prio, trying to use those Sivir abilities to clear the wave as fast as physically possible. And get his team into the river, but it's like Woody and Junja trying to just play bouncer here, trying to disallow entry. Woody flies across the play here as Wacko dives into the backline.
Malphite TP is good.
Tanky. Junja has to retreat, and Tinones finds an ultimate onto Maple, but he's gone too
It's
deep.
over.
He's taken down, and Adja in the meantime finishes off Seos. Suddenly Robo and Root
It's
are
over.
found alone as Croc falls.
Wacko played that fight fantastically. PSG talent, they managed to back away, reset the fight long enough for Aji to come in.
If Malphite was there just a second earlier, they could kill Viego.
Robo's not taking a hit from Maple. I love
Oh
how
my god,
aggressive
Root
Maple
POV.
is
It's
on
like
this
watching
one.
Hanwha Life
No
all over
respect
again.
given whatsoever.
Viper!
A few years playing.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
just
what a
casual,
team,
you know, several years. But I mean, really nice stuff from PSG talent again. This is kind of what we're
Stop
talking
saying
about. This is why I
7-1.
wasn't the biggest fan of the Kazakhs.
Guys, we need them to win.
Cop it in the replay here. So you get a great engage from Sales. Wacko completely separated. Croc turns onto Wacko and was like, oh yeah, I'm going for the squishy 80 carry. Where'd he go? Wacko completely on the opposite side of the fight. And that's the CC setup we're talking about. Junja
It's unfortunate Croc didn't get the kill.
and because Loud had
Wait, is it Cloud Soul?
onto that fight,
You're lying.
TP spot. And again, this was already pre-set up. All these wars that we talked about.
What? How is it Cloud Soul again?
Maple does get stunned. There's the Tangle Bobs as well. Do they have the damage to finish him off, though? Distortion surely available.
Le Blink.
Mimic on cooldown, but Maple still gets out with his life. He's just so damn slippery.
He had just TP to the top side though, so at least you will be able to get a bit of damage on towards his top side. Turret plate's meant to fall in 15 seconds, so you won't get another plate. Although actually, LeBlanc sticking around. I wasn't sure how much PSG,
using the
Loud wants
Nuguri
to
Kennen
invest on
skin,
his
pretty
top
based.
side, but I think at this stage, like, this is where if I'm Loud, you kind of need to hard force every small opportunity you have. Like, get your chip damage on the tower, because your team fights aren't going to continue to go your way. And trying to control
This
these
LeBlanc
side
pick
lanes
is going to do so much,
more
actually.
and more
Leander's
difficult
LeBlanc.
if you can't have Sales roam like that.
Completely untouchable.
It's becoming difficult, it has to be said, for Loud. I mean, it's a 5,000 gold lead. The silver lining is, A, it's a Cloud Soul, and B, they managed to get that first Drake. That's kind of brutal to look at.
Don't look top items. I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look.
I'm
I'm not going to look at top items.
I think that's the first time where I've seen all
Fuck!
in one color.
Kindle Gem versus Mythic.
Things could definitely be going better for Loud. And again, this isn't like the last hurrah for Loud. This is a case of, hey, you get your position in the qualification match as the first seed from Group A, but even if they lose here, they will still have another opportunity. It's just trying to avoid like the top seed from Group B would have been a nice opportunity for them, and they will still have to play against the winner of matches later as Azu.
He's 2 levels up right now. Robo just has no
Aji is really good.
hope of a draw.
Aji versus... I really want to see Aji versus Adam.
Half item and boots against pretty much just Merc Treads and a Kindle Gem inside a Robo. That
I would love to see that
is
top matchup.
Not pretty at this stage. Tinone's
Oh,
being chased
what?
down to the top side as well. It feels like across the board,
Maple is
everything
making fun of him.
fantastic for PSG, and you know, headed towards, if this game continues the way it's going, headed towards our second set of Worlds Qualification Series. This one actually qualifying for the main stage of Worlds.
Oh, good flash from Aja there. Just barely able to
Aja. Is that how you say it? Aja, not
I
Azzy?
like the plays from
I like
They're
Azzy.
like, hey, look, we know
Sounds
he's gonna be on
quirky.
this top side, he's going to be ripped out. We need to start making plays. We need to find opportunities to get picks and like get something back for ourselves. But with Aja having flash there, that's not quite working out. 3 kills onto the
I'm not a
cannon,
caster
and then
now,
you
so I
got
don't have to
Junja
actually
continuing
say
on
the
top
exact
side.
name.
Top loss
I can just say
gonna be
Azzy.
used defensively here. Junja knows he can't dive that one, but I love the way that Junja does this. He was doing this right at the very start of the game, where it's like, look, Maple just needs to crash this wave. I'm just going to kind of all in you, so you're forced away. There's no way you can contest this. And just put the solo lanes behind. He's doing
Root
it
is... He's...
earlier. It's just great play.
Listening to Payphone, he's having a good time, just watching his whole team and game fall apart.
As you say, you get to crash that wave, now you get a nice back timer for Maple as well. He's uncontested on that push. And again, you're going to have, well, someone has to go and push out top side. Well, Aja has
What do you mean, don't be game 2 Andes? How can we not be game 2 Andes? It's fucking, it's a BO3.
If we want to, and if enough members of Loud don't show up, or we're just going to be able to take this fight with Aja and everyone coming in tow. So again, this is PSG talent just playing the game out nice and easy.
Yeah, and with a Viego, with a Rel as well, you're not
run,
really
Robo,
sure
run.
when it comes to diving.
Robo!
Oh no, the chain still lands after the flash.
Robo!
Gets underneath the tower with that ultimate available.
Holy shit, he pops him with the you will lose emote.
No matter how far ahead you are, you don't necessarily want to dive there.
Merc thread value is still a thing here to a certain extent for PSG talent. So you can see there, Robo not being CC'd as long thanks to tenacity means
First strike.
Junja going to be able to hop out. But
Yeah,
again,
this Kha'Zix is fucking useless. The Malphite is not that useless, but he's useless.
Come down river here to threaten the mid lane.
Nico is not very good versus her champs.
Trying to get control over this jungle.
It's just Sivir. Sivir versus the world.
They can try and take this mid lane tower.
We'll see if they can get that set up. Get the Herald down, use the... I was going to say the purple worm. It's not the purple worm, it's the purple turtle? Purple turtle. It's going to be slapped down in the mid lane. Is it a turtle? Probably not. It's more of a crab, I guess. Lobster? I don't know.
It's more of a failure at the moment.
Yeah, it's sort of a flopster at this point.
Oh,
as
they
the
got it.
eye is popped.
Brazilian fans love that.
They will not get the charge. A little overzealous there from Junja.
What is Herald? Isn't it like a fucking
I mean,
insect?
that was just kind of silly. Again, like we talked about all the setup you have. Aja full control, but he's kind of just pottering around on top side, not really doing particularly much. Like you could have brought him down to threaten Loud and pushed him away, so you could have got a bit more. But not willing to bring him down means that now Loud are actually forcing Aja away as this wave crashes from Robo on top side. So Loud trying to cross map for the inevitable take that Maple's going to have on the bot lane.
That
tower
ain't a
and
crab.
Dragon here for PSG talent. So nicely done, but they do actually need
They
to
have objective
to the
bounties.
tower versus whatever is happening.
Hey, cannon no flash.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they're looking for.
Just going to be proxying some waves and trying to deny some CS, trying to close the gap in CS between the two top laners. Good to see Croc at least managing to get some help for Robo there, trying to get him a little bit back into the game. Once you get like one item on Malphite, you
Wait, Belveth is the queen of the void, right?
that'll help
Right?
him get towards that stage. Sales is going to spot Junja. He'll be able to
No.
walk away though. Jumps into the mist and slides out to safety.
Yeah, still though,
Okay,
like
well, fuck this.
I-
Wait, who's the queen
I
of the
think there's
void?
opportunities for Loud to push their advantages more, and I don't mean like advantages in like they are clearly behind, but it's like if you see PSG talent going for a cross map on bot side,
No one.
commit for the tower.
She's
Like,
the
Aja's
empress
not
of
really
the
gonna be
void.
able to take it. If he walks up,
Okay,
you
what
have
did
a
Belveth do to
Malphite
that
ultimate
crab
that
to
immediately
make it
sends him to the shadow
into
realm.
Rift
So try
Herald?
and make that happen, but they're trying to play too heavily for the pick versus the actual objective that could just guarantee them gold.
Maple is in a really...
Oh!
No. Aja doesn't even need to flash. Robo obviously thought he was still recalling. Great reactions from Aja. Dodges away from the ultimate. Tough game on the Malphite here. And I thought Maple was in trouble because, you know, you had Croc and Robo above him, the rest of the team below him.
Nice try.
But they obviously
Nice
didn't
try.
have vision of where Maple was. I think if they'd gone
Respectable
for a glance on
attempt.
Maple, that could have been so much more positive.
And this game is already getting completely out of control.
Yeah.
Allowed.
I like the attempt.
7,000 gold lead coming through for PSG talent. Aja's massive. You're looking at a Wacko who's about
Look
to
at
pick
top
up a
items.
second
I won't
item as
look.
well.
I'm not looking.
Yes, the Rift Tower.
I'm not gonna look at top items.
Easier for them to hold on to mid tower, but that's not going to last long as Aja.
Whoa!
Yeah, he's just going to ult this, right? Pop Blossom comes on out. Tinones has the flash as well. Ult for ult there. As now, Croc finds an opportunity to jump in, but doesn't have the damage to finish. Oh, Root with a good spell shield there. Protects his jungler. Maple hunting.
Man, Root, I feel so bad for him, man. What can he do? What can he do? This whole map is a horror.
Sales just like, where the hell is this Maple coming from? There is a LeBlanc in the area, and there's a very low bug, but able to back away from that one. But again, you can see the desperation. Croc launching himself in because they want to hold on to this mid lane tower, but it's so difficult. Just the minions alone. And one auto from Junja going to take
It's
that one
such
down.
a horror.
And now you're losing control of your bot side jungle. You're going to lose already control of your top side. You can see already how hard that is for Loud to hold on to any sort of vision on that top end of the map. And it's just going to continue to push forward here.
Yeah, Aja having a fantastic game for himself.
Junji has Black Cleaver already.
Out from the cannon. I mean, throughout the laning, his damage numbers are
Well,
probably the highest in the game just because you know, he's laning against.
Here comes the Baron Force soon. Kai said to everyone's 2 items.
When it comes to those team fights, the throughput he will get. 2 items.
Malphite has a mythic. We can win. Ooh, I love proteins.
Upgrading the tier 2 he bought earlier on. As Robo might have stepped too far forward here. Croc in the area as well, but Robo
Rare Maple L. He's been hitting every chain.
Still though, as you push on bots,
I want PSG to end quick so they don't get more Cloud Dragons. Fucking shit soul. Fucking shit Cloud Dragon pick him.
Well, I say that. Wacko has a ton of Baron damage. Maple not so much, and you don't really have a tank for PSG talent. So the opportunities.
Oh, done damage.
Junja could be in trouble here. It's the clone from Tinones. It's not the real one. But Junja backs away, has the red buff.
But yeah, the opportunities for PSG talent to like rush down a Baron aren't really there. Because if you put yourself into a pit, that's where Loud can actually try and play off of the ultimate from Malphite, Tinones coming in, Sales having the CC. So they need to find picks and plays before they can try and rush down a Baron.
And I feel like we're really seeing the patient, slow gaming that we were talking about before the series began, where they've got the lead, they know they've got the lead.
I'm just waiting for PSG Nashstad.
Don't overdo it. They're just trying to poke, and they're doing a great job of just...
They're being a bit hesitant right now. Trying to chunk them. Alistair has 1 ward left. I think this is ideal after the next midwave. 1 midwave into Nashstad.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, there goes Nash. Yeah, like, it's not even close. Maple died, though.
To answer a kill onto Maple.
Here comes Malphite. There goes Malphite.
He made it look like a bot.
Was it 7-1?
Taken out as he comes underneath the tower and Wacko picking up the kill. We said they needed the picks before
this
the
chat.
Baron. Well, here you go.
I can't believe this chat.
Baron.
My God, Adja is having an incredible game for himself. 4-0-4, but the Kennen has been found. He got found by Croc, and Croc regretted.
It was 6-0. This was 7-0.
He's just gone. There's nothing you can do. Rude as well forced to flash away.
Oh yeah, they got 7. They got 7-1 for like a second.
Robo TP's in
1 second.
too far forward. Like there's 0 follow-up at this stage, and you've no ultimate for Tinones, even if he does get a decent ultimate there for Robo. So the fight was done and dusted, and now PSG talent like 10
for like 1 second they had it.
3 minutes. This one's done.
It's absolutely incredible to witness, and it's heartbreaking.
Highlight of my week.
Like they got
Feel strongman.
By PSG. It was a 2-0 then, and it's looking like a 2-0 now, unless some kind of miracle can occur. PSG with Baron in pocket. They've already got 2 Drakes looking for a 3rd here, as Robo going to be forced away. And I love how aggressive they are, but in a non-committal way, right? Forcing them away.
Oh no, Kha'Zix is flanking. He jumps away.
Sure Loud know this is not their jungle anymore.
Oh, they knew.
Wait, Tinones? I didn't even realize it was a minion, but PSG did.
I mean, that's the thing though, for PSG talent.
Man, Root, I'm sorry, Root, I'm sorry. You're a good dancer, you're a great AD carry, but there's nothing you can do.
Their vision established and then re-push the waves again, so they can clearly work on the towers without having to worry about Loud cutting them off from different places. It's super slow, it's methodical, but it's exactly the way PSG talent need to play this. And now, all Louder turrets apart from that top one are going to be down, which means that realistically Loud are just going to be stuck in their own base with the 3rd Dragon up available for PSG talent to take now. They've got so many opportunities to look for picks. Like, if you overextend pretty much as anyone...
No, don't do Drake. Don't do Drake. Guys, think about it. Do we really need a Cloud Dragon?
And now, off the back of taking the tier 2 at the bot side, pushing out in the mid lane as well. They can move back, take this.
I hate this chat.
That soul point for PSG. And, you know, this kind of game kind of reminds you that, you know, Junja, he was the sub on that EDG roster that won the World Championship. Corgi was the assistant coach at the time, now head coach of this team. Zeus will get a headbutt on the blue buff, but Waco...
Kaisa is so cool.
Following him over.
Kaisa is such a cool champ.
Zeus gets out with his life.
I mean, I think Zeus pretty happy that the blue buff tags some of those void missiles.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. I think my pick'ems are absolutely fucked. I don't know why I'm talking about pick'ems all the time. You know what? Fuck pick'ems. They're useless. An objective bounty.
To close out games when they get leads. Now, we have seen some shakiness from them. They're going to be put down to nerves, going to be put down to some other stuff maybe when you look at them coming into it. But this is kind of the PSG talent that a lot of people expect to see coming into World Play-ins.
I'm here for a good tournament. Tournament's been pretty good so far. Normally play-ins can get a bit boring, but actually these play-ins were kind of fun so far.
I want to see someone send the clone the wrong direction, run forwards, recall, and get like this one from Tinones.
Oh, hold up. That's a kill.
Loud showing that they're not out of this one just yet, or are they? Maple
That's also a kill.
Jumps in and answers in kind.
Immediately, he's just wagging the finger. No, 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 no. That's not how this one's going to go down. Gets the kill back, but still Loud. They do shut down the pressure on the top side. They get to hold on to that outer turret, and it was just a little bit of over-aggression coming through from PSG, not checking exactly where Tinons was going to be. So nicely done here, and you get to see it just not counting the minions. They don't cop it. Wacko.
Oh, Wacko cleanse was good.
Wacko manages to get himself out with the cleanse, but Maple instantly gets back over, answers it. Seos, everything was on cooldown.
No, no, no.
Used it in the previous play, so Maple saw that window of opportunity and punished immediately.
Okay, Root's cooking.
See big damage coming out from Root actually as well, not just from Tinons.
Yeah, Root is getting to a point where he is incredibly strong. But again, the problem is actually trying to play these team fights out. Like when Aju's on top of you, Maple's threatening you, Woody's there as well.
I want to see Kha'Zix's damage dealt at the end of this game. I need to see the post-game stats. I'm concerned it's below 3k.
Especially when I don't really think PSG Talon are going to take a lot of team fights. It's going to be more a case of what we're seeing at the moment, right? Maple push in on top, Aju threaten bot side, have Wacko push in mid, and just make it as different spots. Woody, are you overextended again?
Sales trying to get forward, but Junja gets out with his life, and you can see on the minimap, Aja is sneaking further and further forwards. He wants a pick when someone tries to rotate from the side, but Junja,
ult him.
rotations, he just wants a 1v1 with Robo right
I'm surprised he
now.
didn't just ult him there. Oh, that's why. Okay. Oh, Wacko, that was a really clean ult. Oh, no, get in!
Everyone, the slicing Maelstrom doing exactly that. Tinons with a good root, but it's over for Loud. That might just be the straw that breaks the camel's back, or the Alistair's back in this situation.
Oh! Junjia was clean there.
Talon, they're showing that they've got claws.
And they managed to
They have no wave though.
kill the cow. The trader brings it back as that dive underneath the tower for Junja. They're just waiting on waves.
He's playing EDG Viego.
They won't finish the game here.
Is that EDG Viego? No, it's not. It's the King Viego.
They can get mid inhibitor and maybe even crack open the top.
Hey, where's the EDG Viego at?
But no, it looks like they're just going to go for reset. Baron in 45 seconds and just look to play off that mid super minion wave to look for the Baron. But I mean,
which one is Junjia's skin?
But again, what we were talking about, Wacko, the opportunity to reposition with Killer Instinct. And as you look at the setup, even with Croc trying to hop out, he goes down. Wacko's able to make his way back in.
Oh, he didn't get a skin.
Follow from Maple here. The CC down Sales. And watch Junja, he gets the kill, gets the pick, and immediately flash.
EDG Viego is banned in pro play?
Like,
no, it's not. Is it? Is EDG Viego banned in pro play?
On Alistair, watch this combo.
Dive first rodeo.
I will say as well, it's got to be brutal for Loud when you see that opportunity. But you like Killer Instinct.
Don't take another Cloud Dragon, you fuckers. Don't do Dragon.
Stood a little bit too close to the wall for Wacko to get out, and Root used everything to try and be a part of that play. He'd already used all of his cooldowns, so then no way out when Aja jumps in. Rock getting a bit of damage down. Oh no, they could be in serious trouble.
Oh, Wacko.
Wacko straight into the
oh.
the play, and he's got a stopwatch as well. Robo though wants to answer. Wacko turns invisible, gets over to the rest of his
Wacko
team,
is really clean.
Actually gets away with it. Wacko living up to his name because that was crazy.
This team's Kai'Sa versus the enemy team's Kai'Sa right now. What a play from Wacko. Assassin.
Don't take Drake. Look, Baron's up. Let's do Baron and end mid. Thoughts?
PSG Talon, they know they have control. Baron's
thoughts and feelings?
Two-man with Wacko and Junja, while the rest of them are positioning themselves for Dragon Soul as well. What a play from PSG.
It feels so good to see PSG firing on all cylinders like this as well, because they came in as a favorite for play-ins. Like I don't think anyone's under any
7-1 to towers. You guys grasp at straws for memes.
Really come into form. It's good to see them live up.
Yeah, Alistar just wanted some sneaky vision around Nash. Poor Alistar, man. All he wants to do is ward around Nash. Not even in the pit, just around his own jungle.
Then you've got the setup here from Wacko. Like the
nice dive by Wacko. Really good stopwatch.
On the back line. Sayers actually does the Judge and Aji off on the side. And here then as well, the invisibility working massively there, so you can't really get the follow-up on the rest of the play.
I mean, like, living for all AD carries right here. Wacko assassinating Caedrel. Like, all of the solo Q carries out there that have been killed 1,000 times by Caedrel in the last few matches are
no.
right now. Revenge for all of us.
Yeah, I think they're happy to see a 0-4 Caedrel, but I know that Loud, a lot of the Brazilian fans are not going to be...
Man,
again,
is this going to be a 20,000 gold lead? It's been a while since I've seen a 20k gold lead. If they ace them and get a tower, 3 towers, No, the objective bounty.
Themselves that first seed into the qualification match if they can finish this one out.
Well, Kazakhs went in.
Do you want to see a magic trick? Because I'm going to make this bug disappear. Maple absolutely one-shotting him. And that is going to open this bot lane inhibitor wide. To be honest, I might just open the game wide.
Yeah, it's a bit sad for Croc. I mean, Sigil and Windshield kind of taking the insect out at this stage. PSG pushing in on the bottom side. You got Aji again, completely threatening off on this top side as
oh,
they'll go in.
Nice W by Maple.
Onto the 2 tanks, but Seos is just not tanky enough against the onslaught from Wacko here. That'll be the inhib taken down. That's 2.
No. Get 4k gold. Get 3k gold. Farm the creeps. Farm the champs. Farm the towers. I want to see a 20k gold lead.
Wait, was that the real Maple?
That was the ricochet. Actually,
wait, Maple just griefed it.
Back, so
wait, hold up. Wait.
What can you do? He's trying his damnedest.
Wacko, big combo, and here comes Aja.
Wait, they can kill them.
Wacko is still untouched. 1v1.
Maybe Kai'Sa carries?
Wacko finishes off the support. Croc in trouble.
Oh! Get him, Root! He cancelled an auto. Holy fuck, Wacko! Wacko!
Wacko says it's not your time today, Root. Pentakill was picked up by Root on the first day, but not going to be the case here. The hero performance so close, but Wacko one step ahead in this one.
Absolute. I love the confidence on that.
That game was twice as long as Mad vs T1. Oh, is it actually? Twice as long as Mad vs T1. Oh.
I don't know what is.
Thanks for reminding us. Yeah, no, that's good.
After that performance.
It's hard not to be confident after a performance like that. Junja destroying Croc all series long in that jungle matchup. Then you have Maple, who's absolutely massive on this LeBlanc controlling things. Aja getting that early lead and taking over against Robo. Like, at that stage, the confidence has got to be sky high, and Wacko's like, oh, fantastic, I can just do whatever the hell I want here. Junja with the thumbs up as well.
The most nervous thumbs up I've ever seen, I think. Oh, fantastic stuff from PSG Talon. But as we prepare for our second series,
cheer up PSG Talon.
Some of the behind-the-scenes footage.
So now PSG is in the best of 5 stage. They are waiting to see their opponent, and their opponent could be BDS. They're not in the same group? Yeah, I know, but you play against the opposite group. Thumbnail is the opposite group.
I mean, it happened in game number 1. It's happening again. Junja has to retreat, and Tinote finds an ultimate onto Maple, but he's gone too deep. He's taken down, and Aja, in the meantime, finishes off Seos. Oh, no.
Wait, I didn't think of a title. Alright. Wait, PSG is the first seed, right? From the PCS? PSG is the first seed. The second seed is Oysters, right? And Wales is second seed Vietnam. Okay. Check the Reddit. What did you put on the Reddit? Bro, every time I hear this God song now, I just see this fucking emote. Ga 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 ga. Anyone else suffering from the Hextech Pick'ems Gamba? Wait! Is Ocean the lowest? Nah. Or is there second lowest? There's been 10 Clouds, 7 Chemtechs, 5 Oceans. Ha! 4 Hextechs. Get rolled, idiot. I made a video about the Shy.
What is this? The Baus Ultimate Solo Queue Guide.
Okay, I'll watch this.
What is this? The Baus Ultimate Solo Queue Guide. Okay, sounds interesting. I'll just give this one a little watch and
Whoa!
There's no lane quite like top lane. If you were to compare it to anything, it's sort of like an MMA fight, but after you've already won the fight, you've beat the guy down, he's on the ground, he's gasping for air. That's when the ref encourages you to keep just beating it.
Okay, bro, what is this fucking edit, man?
Yeah, so Korea's hosting Worlds this year, which means that while the players are boot camping, we have a lot of VODs to be able to choose from to learn how to play from behind, like, you know, 369. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. JDG's 369, the MSI winning top laner, extremely consistent, locks in great picks like Kasante, plays Sion really well, plays Poppy. So in this video, I want to take a look at a couple...
Bro, you're gonna get me banned! What is this video you just made?
Quintessential 369 top lane games, and take a look at how he manages to come back even after getting solo killed within the first 1 minute. Although, you know what? Cut the music, cut the music. The more I say this, the less I believe in it. Is top lane really a role where you should learn how to play from behind? Why the hell would I want to learn to be better at being this guy?
Stop putting in fighting videos!
Actually, you know what? Fuck 369. Fuck JDG. They're boring. I said it. First seed in the LPL? And for what? So they can bow out before...
What is that screenshot from?
So they can bow... JDG. They're boring. I said it. First seed...
Bro. What are their logos at? What is that logo?
In the LPL? And for what? So they can bow out before quarterfinals at Worlds. JDG? Bunch of frauds. What we need is a real team. One that will win Worlds.
True!
With a real top laner. But he's
True.
not just a real top laner, is he? He's so much more than that. The thing under the bed. Legend has it, this man Darius altered his kindergarten teacher. A top laner.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. You're gonna get me banned, okay? I'm not getting banned over your fucking Desha edit. It's not happening. It's not happening. Okay? We'll watch it after Worlds. We'll watch it after Worlds ends, okay? Look. Listen, listen. Caedrel's co-streaming Worlds, okay? Right? Riot gave me permission to co-stream Worlds. I'm really grateful for Riot. Riot is the best. I really appreciate Riot. What do you think if Riot tunes in to see, oh, how's Caedrel's Worlds co-stream going? And then they see that he's Darius ulting his fucking kid. Bro, no. Okay, we'll do it after Worlds. That's not happening. How's Caedrel's World stream going? Oh yeah, a UFC fight. Oh, perfect. Oh, great. You're not a brand risk. Stop it. I'm not watching that. What do you mean you've changed? I haven't changed.